Heck, what's going on, bud? Thanks for redeeming first. I don't know, did we get a pop-up for the first? I didn't even pay attention. I didn't hear anything either. That's the crazy part. Did I break my alerts? Okay, sweet, we did. All right, sweet. We didn't have any sound effects. So, man, I think I'm gonna change the first. Xanis gave me a sound effect for an emote that I think we're gonna put on in a sec. I probably had headphones off. Give me 1 sec, because I'm setting up my desk right now. Hopefully music's not too loud while I'm getting everything set up. Here we go, we'll do this. Okay. Give me a sec while I set up. Dude, Sunday is not a stream day for me. It fucks everything up for me. Hold on. Hello? I was thinking about planning some, like, crazy stuff today, but I'm like, nah, it'll be fine. The problem is that my ADHD gets to me on, like, personal projects, so I never, like, really finish them. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. Hold on. Let me put up text that just says setting up. Oh, here you go. 1 sec. It's just below everything else. Okay, that kind of works, that kind of works, that kind of works. Oh, Lord, dude. Oh, I have an ad break. What's going on, Xanis? How you doing, bud? How you doing, bud? Happy Sunday. I don't know why I always say happy like that. It's just kind of ingrained into my system. You guys just have, like, certain actions ingrained into your system? No, like, no matter what you do, you kind of, like, do the same stuff over and over and over again? I just, like, opened up my... I was like, oh, I'm doing Warhammer stuff, right? So I'm like, alright, let me boot up Warhammer stuff. Yeah, you call that work? Okay, well, work this, farts noise. Xanis, where's the thing that you want me? There it is. Alright, I'm gonna download this button. Download this. Go to Twitch real quick. It's right there. Thank you, Xanis. Not everybody's got my back, but you got my back, dude. Dude, I'm like... I woke up from a nap, and I'm, like, dead on the inside and also outside. Okay, hold on. Viewer rewards... power up and channel points. Manage channel points. Add this. Hey. About to take a nap, and then I saw you live, and I was like, I may just honk Schnua at any moment with any little warning. Hell yeah, dude. Well, I'm glad that you are able to honk Schnua and enjoy yourself. Take your honk Schnua when you need. I just added a new reward. It's not tied into anything yet. Xanis, no, I didn't do anything with it yet. Xanis, I have to make the alert first. Xanis, how did you find it? There's nothing there yet. This guy is not leaving work in progress redeemed. Not this guy leaving work in progress redeemed enable. Dude, you know what? You know what? Well, now it's live, Xanis. I'll refund. Actually, can you refund yourself? God damn, dude. God damn. All right, well, it's there. It's there. It should work. Here you go, Xanis. One for free.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Okay, now I gotta make sure that my painting stuff gets set up, guys. That's how my ADHD kicked in. I didn't even know if my painting stuff set up. I just fucking did the, hey, I'm walking here. Deactivate that, activate. Cool, we're good. Painting stuff is ready. We are good to actually do the stream now, except for the fact that I didn't set up my VTuber model. Oh, God, guys, it's my first day. Guys, be nice, it's my first day, guys. I've never VTubed before. I'm very shy. I'm very, very shy, okay? You gotta understand, I've never done anything like this before, okay? It's my first day. Hey, debut. Dude, every day's a debut. Let's go. All right, connect there. Okay. Now I'm live. I should be live. Except my mouth isn't working. Why is my mouth not working? Hello? Hello? Now my mouth isn't working. What the fuck? Hello? Okay, there we go. Okay, now my mouth is working. Okay, so now when I paint, I look like this. And then when I talk to chat, I look like this. My eyes are over here looking at the chat screen. And then when I look at my other screen, it's like that. Okay, 3, 2, 1, bam. Dog, you never cleaned out your queue. I could just, yeah, you know what? Xanis, why don't you refund all of those? Do it up. Do it up, do it up, do it up. Double audio. How's that, better? It's because my camera has a microphone on it. I just turned it off. It's never turned on that camera before, so. Okay. Now I gotta calibrate so that this is me looking at chat. Then this is me looking over here. We are good to go. We're gonna start painting. I haven't done this setup in a long time, so anytime that you guys see anything weird, just know I have no idea what I'm doing. Let me grab some models to paint, and then we will be ready to go. How does this overlay look? This overlay probably looks like shit. I also don't have my alerts thing enabled. Hold on. One second. Guys, I should not have used this, I should have used this scene. One sec. This. Yeah, delete all that. We don't need that. Add. This is a leftover thing from before I re-premiered. So we're good there. Now we have, what the fuck? Now we have double chat. Okay. All right, we are good. We are good. We are good. I don't have YouTube. Man, I should really work on just getting YouTube chat integrated too. All right, I gotta grab models to paint. Actually, even before I grab models to paint, I want to work on bases. So we're gonna work on bases today, guys. So for people that don't know how I do bases, I do what's called epoxy sculpting, which is very, very creative. Dude, I need to get that voice out of my system, man. I keep using that voice, and it's, like, overused. Hey, Xanis, you should be able to redeem the hey, I'm walking here. One sec, though. I don't have headphones on. You won't be able to hear it. Dude, my cat who's been bonding with me all day today. She wanted everything to do with me, now wants nothing to do with me because I made that voice. Oh my god, ooh woo. Ooh woo. I don't even have headphones on, honestly. I should hook up my AirPods to work with my PC when I'm painting. But like I love having my like nice Sennheiser headphones on. Shout out to my buddy Furiously who got them for me. So what have I been working on? Man, I've been working on Noise Marines. Out of stock on the Hey I'm Walking here. Hold on. It should only be out of stock for like a minute. It shouldn't be once per stream. One sec. All right, Xanis, I just updated it. So I don't know if you guys can see because it's really hard to see, but like I use epoxy sculpt to like make brick.
I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm walking here. So for those that don't know, like I make like these textured bases because my buddy suggested it. My buddy's like, oh, you could just get like epoxy sculpt, which is just like these two things, right? So you have like the color and then you... Dude, my camera's coming in real nice today. What's going on? Camera. You good, bro? You good, little bro? Okay. But I have two epoxy sculpt things here. And essentially you mix... You like jam them together like they're like... You know, you give them a little bit of the clap. You're not a horse dentist? I am not a horse dentist. You clap them together. Did I mention your Noise Marines look sick as hell? Dude, I hated this model. It took me so long to make because I hate painting white, right? But, like, it looks so good. It looks so good from far away. I don't like it up in person. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So I need to make a base for my Demon Prince, which means I have to go get my Demon Prince off the thing where he was, you know, being cured because it's broken. So we'll do that, we'll do that, we'll do that. Man, I should make, unironically, I should make my redeem for the Hey I'm Walking here. I should make that into like a cool little thing. But we'll talk about that later. So here's my Flawless Blades. Well, you're not looking at models close up on the table? Yeah, but I know. But like, here's my Flawless Blades. They're like the Fulgrim guys. Shell's keys aren't going to be coming in until I get someone to finish the high-end model of the keys for me. It's like, I think the keys bit has run its course because there's a ton of people I see doing keys now. And I feel like such a poser doing keys. But I'm gonna go through, dude, I really like the way that the flesh head came out on these guys. I don't like the way that I said flesh head. You will sculpt me keys? Don't sculpt me keys. I can literally just buy a pair online. But yeah, so I mean, I gotta make new models because I have these guys. These guys are like my infantry. They are called infractors, right? Or sorry, these guys are tormentors, right? They're the guys that they go pew pew pew. They shoot shoot shoot. So by shooting, they're just a really good unit, and I need them for my group. I need one of them, and we're gonna be doing that. I have a really very dumb idea. I have a very dumb idea in the future. Xanis, Xanis, put a reminder on my thing just to put billboard mode. Okay. Put just like put in our chat and then pin it. Put billboard mode. Yeah, just put that. So okay, so I gotta make bases. I'm literally sitting here talking instead of doing anything. Let me fill up some water. You guys are gonna sit here next to my fucking dead asleep model while I fill up some water to get started. Okay, hold on. Okay. So the reason why I have some fun ideas for Redeem. I forgot to grab my demon prince. So I don't know if you guys were here when I made the previous demon prince. I made a mistake this time. Well, not only did I break something with my previous demon prince, this time with my demon prince, I attached the wings before I was ready to paint, or before I was done painting. So now I'm in like this really, really weird state where I have to paint around the wings, which is like kind of rough. Because of how I did Fulgrim, right? I did Fulgrim and I like airbrushed him a lot. I'm like, okay, I kind of want to do that again. So I airbrushed the wings on stuff. Xanis, thank you for sending me billboard mode and pinning it. Appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you. Is this music too intense for painting? I feel like it is. Hold on. Oh, hopefully Owl. Here you go. Owlcat Games posted 1 hour of Rogue Trader Lo-Fi beats to rule your empire. Let's go. Let's go. All right, that's a little weird. All right, so now that I've shown off kind of what I've been working on, I want to do, I'm going to show you guys how I make my bases. I'm a little bit of a, I don't know, is it, and I apologize ahead of time if I say this correctly. I'm, you know, in my I was gonna say my old age, in my knowingness, naivety of the internet, am I allowed to call myself a Neanderthal? Can I be like, I'm very much a Neanderthal when it comes to this? Heck's here, Heck could tell me. If Heck's here, Heck could tell me if I could call myself a Neanderthal. But hi, Heck. Yeah, I can call myself a Neanderthal, right? It's just if I call someone else, it's considered rude. Okay. So I'm kind of a Neanderthal when it comes to painting bases, right? So like I did not prime these bases. I kind of just painted on top of them right away. Flesh? Yeah, you're seeing hands, dude. You're seeing hands, you're seeing wrists, you're seeing all this other stuff. It's crazy. So we're gonna start designing bases today. So, Kelpie, Kelpie, Kelpie. I hope your day's going well. I hope you had a great time yesterday. I hope you slept well, because that's important too, especially after a 12-hour day. So we're gonna combine the coom jars. We're gonna make our homunculus. And by our homunculus, I mean the flesh that goes on top of the, this guy right here. It could be worse. He could be throwing those hands. True, he could be. I could be throwing those hands. Oh, and I'm getting a lot of messages. Dude, I love my friends. I love my friends. My friends just went. Have you considered combining a dog with a human? Only if I teach it one word and the word is Edward, okay? So, okay, so the very important thing about this stuff, we're going to be working this. We're going to be using a little bit of it today. So I'm going to use... So, we're going to be taking this, which is the coloring agent, right? And we're going to mix it. I'm going to use my other finger, because my other finger was in the other hole. Wink. Right? And we're going to be mixing it with... the hardening agent. So the idea is when you mix these together, one's an activator. Hito, how was your Pal World stuff, bud? I'm like so combine the slop. Hito, what happened with your Pal World stuff? I know that I haven't been on the server for a little while, but I just feel like I'm so far behind, man. And like I feel like I missed that experience of like going through and learning all that stuff with Pal World. After hearing there might be a wipe, I'm probably going to hold off on it. Yeah, dude, that's one of the reasons why I don't like online servers. Like, there's nothing against, like, Pancake or anything that's going on with the server, dude. I think that Pancake did an awesome job getting the group together and doing, like, a server like that. But, like, man, dude, it's, like, it's so disheartening. It came out of nowhere. I know. Well, the problem is that, like, we're not a part of their group. We're kind of like the extras. Like, I haven't seen like Jay or Todd on there at all, so I'm like, oh, okay, so we're kind of just extras. When it comes down to it, it's kind of crazy. Whatever. So I think Xanis, I don't know if you're still here, Kelpie, Heck, etc. I think I might open up the... After we do our collab on Tuesday, I might just buy into a quote-unquote private server for us in our small... Oh, you're just leaving? All right, Heck, make sure you watch the gap, Heck. You don't want to fall into the gap. That's how, like, you are not able to board the train. Heck, enjoy your lurk, bud. Thanks for coming by. Can I tell you guys something that's crazy? Whenever I used to stream, like, as, like, a normal person and, like, dude, I was being so dumb about the lids. I forgot where I put the lids. I do need a different server where there's no threat of looming wipes. Yeah, I get you, Hito. I think what we're gonna do is that I'm going to make a Discord chat, or maybe like a small little... I don't know. We'll talk about it later. I have an idea, but we gotta like do all this other stuff. Okay, so let's talk about bases, right? Because I was talking about bases. So the one thing that I learned is that a lot of this stuff goes a long way. So I want to like thin this guy out, right? So like I want to use just a little bit as I do it, right? So we'll go through, right? We're going to spread this out. So see like how it's really hard to see because there's like no light on it directly, but like I've not used that much and it covers up a huge chunk of it. And we're going to be using a roller in a sec to make sure that we can like really do it. Yeah, Xanis, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we do like a Pal World server for like us and like a small amount of streamer friends that I know that want to have a place that's like where people are, you know, not, I don't want to say safe because that's like not the right word that I'm thinking about, but like, you know, people that I think you could have positive interactions with. You know how we have the guild where it's like everybody's vetted through someone else? It's kind of the way I want to do it. Okay, so as you guys can see, as I'm pulling this out, right, they call me the pull-out champ. As I go through and I'm like spreading this epoxy sculpt kind of through, right? And like as we pull the epoxy sculpt kind of through, we're kind of like leveling it out, but like we don't want it too level. See, like it's kind of rough, right? Because I don't think I have a good roller for the Demon Prince to be on. Because, like, the Demon Prince needs to be on, like, actual stone because he's, like, standing up above and he's doing all this other stuff, you know? I wonder, do I still have that box of skulls or did I give it to someone else? If I don't have that box of skulls, it's fine, but... Yeah, I'm fine soloing a guild. That way everybody gets to feel the progression. I mean, it's fine. Also, I think that was me, not you. My printer's cleaned off. Awesome. Thank you, Chelsea. I will throw something on there later tonight. My dumbass is like, demon prints. What paper do you use? No, Xanis, that's actually a really funny joke. +2, dude. +2. Let's go. Did you print a proxy? Yeah, that's what I did. I printed a proxy. Because I don't know when we're ever getting something that's like a defiler that's in the US that's able to buy. So I just bought an STL for $8 of something that looks vaguely like it, but is different enough where like everybody's gonna know clearly that it is not GW plastic. It's not attempting to be GW plastic, right? I don't have the gun. Maybe I have the gun, but like hold on. What was that? What was that? Did I just hear a proxy for a defiler? Something that you've been trying to buy nonstop that we can't have in stock? No, GW, please stop. GW, please stop. One day they'll pull the trigger. Oh, God. I make myself laugh a lot. I know that that's a good thing, but also like a bad thing too, right? I don't want to be full of myself. I don't want to be full of myself. So, speaking of being full of myself, I need to go wash the roller that I'm going to use. So I'm going to be using this roller to kind of give it this like cobblestone appearance. I said if you wanted it to print the parts, it has to be on the 0.2 nozzle. Okay, well, I mean, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It was told that it was fine for the 0.4 nozzle, and let's not have this discussion in my stream. Sound good? Sound good. Be right back 1 sec. Speaking of GW, what did you do, Hito? Oh yeah, we're getting a GW store over there? Hell yeah, dude. I'm super excited. I'm super excited. I'm glad that you guys are like able to like have a GW store. Also, I hope my cat didn't pop up on camera. Oh my God, ad break. All right, ready? So now that we have this roller ready to go, so see how it makes like this, like rigid rock part? So we're gonna take this rock part and then I'm able to put this down like this. I think I have to put it like forward so that the tail can go in, but I'm not quite sure. I think I'm okay with the tail being off, right? So what we'll do is, we will do this, right? So it gives it like an urban type feel. Dude, I contacted my artist today, and I was like, hey, can you, I'd like to commission art from you, but like, I want to make sure that like it's okay that my art. Oh God, I got cat hair in it. Literally was gone for 2 seconds, and my cat got hair all over it. It's fine. Talk to my artist today. I was like, hey, I want to print from you for my starting soon screen. I'd like to eventually buy commercial rights for it. Are you okay with me getting it down the line? Also, look what I did here. So by me doing what I just did here. Oh, did I just break the leg? Dude, the leg literally just broke off from me doing that. I cured this freaking stuff all night only for the leg to break off again. Guys, I hate it here. I might have to send it to my buddy for repairs. I'm so irked, guys. Day ruined. I have super glue somewhere. Hold on. I literally did not paint last night, and I didn't have like a paint stream or anything over the past couple days because I've been trying to fix this leg. Yeah, for the moment it looks sick. True. True, true, true. It's alright. I'm gonna try to do this. Also, I think this is super old super glue. Xanis, was it you the other day that I told the joke to? We were talking about... You asked me, like, what's the difference between normal glue and super glue, and I said the cape. That joke lived in my head rent-free, dude. I hate fighting my own models, dude. I hate fighting my own models to the death. Oh, it was AIDS and super AIDS? Got you. I mean, still pretty good joke on my end. +2 to myself, dude. Where the heck did this even sit? I think it sat like this. So, I don't know if you guys can see, but what I'm doing right now is essentially attempting to glue this back together. Oh, you said the cape and I spit out my water? Good, I'm glad. Guys, I'm holding this on here. I don't know how long it's going to be. I'm about to lose my mind. I'm about to lose my mind. I literally had this sit for hours so that it would set properly, and it immediately broke off. Okay. All right. Where's my other thing of super glue? Shit. Hey, Xanis, guess what? Chicken butt. You didn't even get time to respond. Dude, I'm trying not to be irked at this whole situation. Okay, that's PVC glue. My desk is terrible. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here's my better non-toxic. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take some glue, glue it on here, hope for the best. Next we're gonna do is we're gonna have it stand on it. That way the pressure holds this on here so that we can keep stuff going. Now I can work on the rest of my stuff while this guy is good to go. I am so irked, guys. I'm so irked about that. I like spent so long trying to fix it. The worst part is that I almost did it. I don't know if you watched those Jonathan Ferguson videos, but he did one recently on Dark Tide DLC guns. Hell yeah, dude. 1 second. Hey, what's going on, dumbass? How you doing? Hello, princess. Hito, I have a new redeem if you have enough points for it. If you want to see it, Hito. It was really funny because Xanis went out of his way to redeem it as I was setting it up. Like the crazy MFer that he is. How'd you like that one, Hito? I thought that one was pretty great. I thought it was really good. We're also going to turn up that just a little bit so that y'all can hear. Dude, Hito, you weren't here for it the other day, but I had a major breakdown. I've added pipes to my redeems. Dude, Oh my lord, the music just went super loud out of nowhere. I tried to dude, why would you max out the volume for the pipe redeem? That is so freaking loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This room is so hot, I'm melting. Dude, dumbass, I was literally in the same exact spot where I was like, oh man, you know, I'm gonna have my AC on, and then it's like freaking freezing, and then it's no longer freezing, and then it's freezing again, and then it's no longer freezing. So, but it's like boiling at other points. So, all right, before I start painting these guys, we're gonna make bases for my infractors. My infractors are the infantry, right? So because they're the infantry, I want them to be on a little bit more casual bases, right? So we're going to use this nice brick one that I used on the other guys. They're about to get bricked up, if you know what I mean. Bricked up even. Bricked up, bricked up, bricked up. So we're going to go through. We're going to make our bases by spreading out just a little bit of epoxy sculpt. Dude, I accidentally set reverb fart redeem perfectly, so it just startles me just a little bit. Dude, the reverb fart bit is so good, man. It's so, so good. All right, let's see if I can... Actually, I have a mug here that I could just dip stuff into water-wise. So I think I'm going to do that. Where the heck did I put that water? Okay. So I have a mug that I put to the side. You want to just the pipes to jolt you from the moment of focus? Dude, that is crazy. You are a crazy individual for wanting pipes to be around, man. That's absolutely insane. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, but like, would be big funny for horror streams? Yeah. So, here you go. Here's another brick moment. Bricked up even. Brick. I mean, it's hard to see because of it's black on black. Black on black on black. But now that we have this, now I'm going to take this guy. And this guy is going to stand like this on it. And then what I'm going to do is, to make sure that he can actually stand there correctly, I'm going to press him in. And I'm going to move him slightly to the left and the right. And now he's dug his feet in. Because, like, here's the thing, right? Like, Space Marines are heavy individuals. They are chunky. They are big fatties, dude. What's the, is there a... God, what's the Pepe Fat emote where he just, like, slaps his stomach? That's what these guys are. Oh, the other thing that I'm doing, guys, is I'm taking a little bit of epoxy sculpt. And I am taking epoxy sculpt and I am throwing it on the bottom. Banana would know. Banana uses it all the time. Banana uses it, like, all the time. So, what I'm doing is that I like to magnetize my bases by putting a little bit of epoxy sculpt in there. And then I push the magnet in. And then I take it on my wooden desk. And I move it back and forth just to make sure that it's flattened. Dude, Xanis, I want to play Power World so badly, but I've been holding off because, like, besides playing with Hito on that other server, where I felt like I couldn't do that much, right? I'm very sad that, like, I'm holding off for, like, Tuesday. So, like, Hito, how is it going back to Guild Wars 1? Dude, okay, here's a Guild Wars 1 story for y'all. Here's a Guild Wars 1 story for y'all. Back in the day, Sim, you haven't even launched Pal World yet? Well, I would make sure you launch Pal World first and spend some time in the character creator so that you figure out what you want to, like, how your character wants to look. Maybe on Tuesday what we'll do is we'll, I think I said 7 Eastern, but actually, you know what, Xanis? You should probably launch Pal World with me on Tuesday so that we can get the server set up. Hito, can you do me a favor? Can you figure out the service that, Hito, can you find the service that Pancake uses for servers? Because then I'll just buy into one so that we can host it and not have to worry about me being online or us having something. I'll just pay for hosting for like a week, 2 weeks. Well, I guess it's like monthly, right? It's like $40 a month. It's fine. It's fine. I'll use my I'll use my Twitch profits for it. Like, have me have like a giant, like, have me have like a giant a giant fucking top hat and a monocle and a mustache. Oh, I'll use all my Twitch profits for it. My cat looked at me like I'm fucking insane for saying that way, but Dat host? Okay. Oh man, I think this guy got fucked up a little bit. You guys could, I don't know if you guys can see on top, but like one of like the bricks is like too long. Brown bricks. Sorry. Oni Plays Days coming back out, dude. Brown bricks. So we have another dude right here, right? We're gonna cover up that fucked up time right there by doing this. DM'd me, awesome, Hito. Thank you, bud. Okay, that kind of fits well. Maybe I'll make him like a little bit further in. Good enough. Okay. Because, like, these guys are, like, actively moving and running, right? Like... Okay, sweet. Thank you, Hito. Because, like, these guys are, like, genuinely, like, heavy, right? So, like, they break up the stone. Do you guys like just bullshitting here as like a just chatting thing, or would you prefer like I put a video on in the corner? Because like we could watch, like, I feel like this is something where like we would make stuff and like I'd put on like a June the King documentary. Bullshitting while painting's a good vibe. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Xanis. Can I complain about something? Can I complain that my lobster is too buttery and my steak is too juicy? I don't know if Kelpie's still here. I almost don't want Kelpie to hear this, but yeah, Hito, what are you thinking? I'll complain in like 2 seconds, Xanis. Oh, I was gonna talk about. Oh, give me like 1 sec. I'm waiting to hear Hito out, and then I will complain about the thing I complain about. All right, give me a sec, Hito. I will click on that. Actually, you know what, Hito? I'm just gonna click on that now. Open link, and then I'm gonna pause it. 1 hour of silence interrupted by Waluigi screaming. Let's go. Okay, so the thing I don't want people to hear about, because I don't want people to think that I don't like doing stuff. Because I absolutely love doing stuff. But my social battery is like completely drained all the time. Y'all do this stuff where you're like, hey, let's do this thing, and then let's do this thing, and let's do this thing, and let's do this thing. And I love doing stuff with y'all. It's like genuinely a really fun pastime. I really enjoy being around other people and being back into like a streaming group that I can hang out with stuff and like be friends with people. But goddamn am I tired. Also, it's because I'm on, I mean, whatever. I'm on new meds that, like, make me a little bit more tired. And, like, you know, I'm not eating as much because, like, you know, it, like, fucks with my stomach and whatnot. But, like, remember how I was like, man, I have this social battery thing. There's a reason why I don't stream when we're, like, collabing a bunch of the times. Because I'm like, dude, I just want to sit here and say funny things. And then, like, also, like, maybe not be online for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very much like a like when y'all invite me to do, no, don't feel bad for that. Sometimes social batteries be like that, man. I agree. I just feel extremely bad because people want to hang out and I want to have fun with my friends, and then I go, no, I'm not doing this tonight, you know. But, like, we've been doing... But to be fair, the past couple weeks, the past 4 weeks, I would say the past month has been, like, the busiest we've been doing stuff, like, ever. Like, my own stuff, your guys' stuff. I'm an enjoyable person to be around. Sadis, fuck you! Sadis, I hope you get the AIDS with the cape instead of the normal AIDS. Goddamn. No, man, like, I'm just like, I love you too. Dude, it's just been like, it's been a lot. There's been a lot going on, and like, I like, am slowly draining out of energy. I have a much better social battery these days. Well, so like being around people and having a social battery is like a skill thing. It's something that you build up over time. Right? So, like, there's a reason why back in the day I used to do, like, I think playing WoW killed my social battery. Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Some of my best experiences are playing World of Warcraft. But when I'm playing World of Warcraft, I fucking love the idea of not having to play World of Warcraft for a season. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be like, all right, I'm playing World of Warcraft this season. I'm enjoying playing with my friends and doing all this other stuff. And, like, being competitive and being all this other stuff. And then I'm like, alright, I am dead. Please put me out to dry. Fucking murder me. You know? I, like, love the idea of it. And then I do the execution, and I'm like, oh, this is like committing to a sport in high school. You know? Or in, like, middle school or whatever. And you're like, alright, gotta be up at practice every day. Gotta do all this other stuff to stay competitive and to do stuff. I could just raid log, but my friends don't just raid log. Brother, how did this come out? Alright, well, whatever. It's fine. It came out fine. Look at that. Look at that. It's fine. Yeah, that's how I felt towards the end. Didn't like what it was I was doing it for me. Oh, yeah. Like, I feel that, Hito. I feel that. I don't want this to be a bitch and complain session. I genuinely have fun with my... I mean, it's just that it's what my friends do, right? And because it's what my friends do, that's what I'm there to do. You know, but, like, every time we're done... Like here's a really good example, right? Like, my buddy, who I met this season through other friends, was like, hey, now that we're done with WoW, you should play Final Fantasy XIV with me. And I'm like, fuck no. Not because I don't want to play Final Fantasy XIV, but I am not getting into another schedule of, all right, you got to raid these days a week. You got to do this time a week. You know what I mean? I'd rather just do nothing. I want the option to be able to do nothing. Does that make sense? Doing nothing time is very important. What's going on, Cricket? How you doing? Don't forget to do your melds. Oh my god. Yeah, well, so, like, here's the thing. The only reason that, so, I mean, I don't know. That's why I play Guild Wars 2 during off-season. Dude, I should just play more Guild Wars 2, Xanis. We should do a thing. Where we play more Guild Wars 2. But I also don't want to call up all these people and be like, let's do this thing. Because I have all these ideas, but, like, then no one has time. That's why I'm, like, trying to do, like, the Pal World stuff, right? Because, like, I think we bullied too hard on melds on each other. Dude, my group was like kind of like that, you know. My group was, dude, the cool thing about my group with Final Fantasy was that it was actually real life friends. Like, it was people that I knew IRL. And like we kind of like all hung out and did stuff, and then COVID hit, and then our problem wasn't damage, it was execution. Oh my lord. Hito. I'm gonna do two things for you, bud. Is Ohm set up in my Twitch chat? I don't think it is, right? Oh shit. Yeah, you guys are talking about how your shit blew up, dude. My guild kind of blew up too. Or my stuff kind of blew up too. Yeah, 7TV doesn't seem to be set up. All right, hold on, guys. We're taking like a 2-second break. All right, Hito, I'm gonna give you a responsibility. Hito, you're gonna get mod, and I'm gonna give you and Xanis ZTV privileges to add stuff to my channel. Give me 1 second. Continue with Twitch. Settings. Editors. Oh, I have editing 4, but I don't have... Oh, I don't have ZTV privileges to... All right, well, we're going to give it to Hito. And then we're going to give it to Xanis. Dude, the worst part about being like a TV... Oh, Xanis, you don't have 7TV. You don't have an account on 7TV. Well, that's all right. That's all right. I'll show you that later. Hito, you are more than welcome to start working on the 7TV stuff. If you want to add like Ohm and stuff like that, I just gave you editor privileges for it. If you think of ones that are on there that you want to do. If you feel like not doing any of it, Hito, you are also perfectly fine with that. Really, the biggest issue is I didn't set a ton of expectations for folks, and everyone wanted to see something different. I tried to please everyone. So that's the biggest thing that I learned. I don't know if you guys realized, a lot of it was like, trying to please everyone is the worst thing you can do. One thing that I learned, if you guys are streamers out there and you want experience from this guy. Oh, I knocked over my Demon Prince. No, my super glue. Brother. My cat just woke up from me shouting. I'm sorry, cat. Me doing a bit ruins my life. Yeah, we can do 7TV permissions later. Hell yeah, dude. Let's do it. Okay. Hopefully this sets. If it doesn't, then I'm SOL. And I'm going to have someone else do it. Okay. So, I might just call my buddy up and I might be like, hey, can you pick up this model and fucking fix it for me? Because that's what I might have to do. Because it's not setting. Oh, gross, dude. This didn't even stick. Look at that. Look at that. That didn't... Guys, every day is ruined. Everything is ruined, guys. I don't know whose fault this is, but I want to blame Kelpie. Kelpie, it's your fault. It's because I bullied you too hard in super... It's because I bullied you too hard in... During your birthday stream in, not Mario Golf, not Mario Golf. In Super Battle Golf. Okay, last guy, and then we're gonna start painting. I'm gonna have to paint these infractors today. Good thing I made a backup of what to paint today, guys. I was gonna paint this Demon Prince today, but I can't do that because of the fact that everything's broken. Kelpie, understand that I was too mean to you during stuff yesterday. And because of that, I can't believe me, Mitch, Tom, Heck, Xanis all ruined your birthday stream. It was crazy. I might do guys, is this... I feel like this music's, like, too intense. I feel like it's way, way too intense. So, okay. So, I ended up... so, when I make this type of stuff, right? Like, when I make, like, the whole... when I make these bases... So, the idea is that I have, like, a... If you guys could see behind me, this thing over here, this is a metal sheet that controls the, that allows me to, like, put these bases on with magnets. So the idea is by having epoxy sculpt as the magnet holder instead of super glue, it gives it, like, a little bit more of, like, a heavier base that allows it to get moved back and forth to stuff. So I get to kind of, like, enjoy it a little bit. Now that we're done with that, though, we get to paint. You guys ready to paint? I think I'm ready to paint. So this is what I use. I use a wet palette. It's kind of gross, right? I think I'm gonna have to set up a miniature garage and use my dad's electronic microscope magnifying stand for it. I mean, that's kind of, Hito, that's a good way to do it. You could just get a... You could get, like, a really cheap one off of Amazon, too. Like, for, like, 20 bucks. I have a jeweler's one that folks bought me. But I don't use it on... I really don't use it, because I don't really, like, bring stuff up to my face too much to look at. Also, this sponge is kind of gross, but they're super cheap. And, like, I have, like, a packet set up here with a couple more sponges. I just don't want to have to go through them all before I use the rest of the paper. So this sponge is kind of gross because I wasn't paying attention and I made my sponge too watery and it made the paint, like, go off the side. So, like, yeah, this is probably not the best way to do it. Yeah, I'll probably get people who are professional painters kind of yelling at me, but, like, you know, it is what it is, boys. It is what it is. Okay. Ah, I'm caught. Ah! My cat just waking up hearing about me getting caught. Father, are you okay? Father. Father, let me help you, Father. Father, understand that. A tad moist? Yeah, exactly, Cricket. Exactly. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Dude, I understand if there's an ad break in 5 minutes. Dismiss. I wish I could just turn off ads, but, like, the problem is that they do stuff to streams that turn off ads. I was saying something about, like, if you were a streamer, do this. I don't even remember what I was talking about, man. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Okay, where's my drink? There's my drink. Take a sip of my drink. Today's delicacy that we're drinking for energy drinks, I'm drinking a C4 Hawaiian Punch. It's actually not bad. Freddy Fazbear... Wait, Spirit of Halloween is going to sell full-size Freddy Fazbear animatronic decorations this year for $500? Okay, Hito. Someone's going to try to fuck it, right? The point of 87! Look, dude. I was tabbed out. Kelpie, let me continue this real quick. I spat out my drink. Apparently they're selling Freddy Fazbear full-size animatronics for $50. Or for $500. And I said, I think someone's going to fuck it. There's no laws against animatronics, Batman. Alright, what base color am I doing? All right, I got to start hitting these guys with pink for their base colors. I think someone's going to try to disassemble one and get electrocuted. That is definitely true. People are angry at the cost too? How? It's a full animatronic. It's $500. Like, do they not realize how expensive animatronics are? I can understand because usually Spirit of Halloween is considered one of the most affordable deco stores, but this is officially licensed. The problem is that if it's full size, think about how big that is. Clank, 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 crack. Ah! You guys want to hear the cursed thing I just thought up in my head, Xanis? Xanis, you inspired this. I want you to know you inspired this before I say it. Probably gonna need one real... Probably could get one real cheap in the Chuck E. Cheese dumpster. True. True. The cursed thing I was about to say was clank, 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 get pregnant, get pregnant, get pregnant. Hey, what's going on, Disney? Great time to come in. Great time to come in. Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. I think it's Monday by you, right? It's late by you. It's like super duper late by you. What are we doing? We're painting today. We were talking about Freddy Fazbear animatronics. And we're just chilling. We're painting. We're just painting today. I didn't make like a new, better painting scene for myself. You know, everything got updated, but like today I was like, look, I'm going to be painting all day today, so I might as well hang out with folks while I paint. Bam. It's so... Okay, so when you're using a wet palette, your stuff's not going to lay flat because of just how the paper works. So what I do to make sure I flatten it is I take a brush and I go up and down like this. Right? Pushes it out, pushes it in. Like if you're getting away with 6% for not a too popular show as royalties, I don't want to know how much they have to shell over. I think the idea is that, man, that makes me wonder, for $500, it's probably like 10% royalties, right? So it's probably around $450. So they're probably, honestly, their profit margin may not even be that much. So as you guys can see, I had a little bit too much water on my palette because it's already starting to run. They're probably only making like $50 on the, they're probably making $100 profit on it. And then they're I wonder if they're justifying it as something to bring people in. I agree. I mean, I think it might be more of a publicity stunt than anything else. Okay, so we are using the color that I'm using today. I am using a Screamer Pink. We're going to go darker for this set of Tormentors because, so most of my stuff is this pinkish part, right? Like the pinks. This is a pain in the ass to not airbrush. So I'm going to go a darker color for the second Legion that's... So, like, you know, multiple Legions sometimes ally into stuff. Oh, ad break. Okay, well, break my balls then, I guess. I forgot that not everybody sees the ads. So I just said that at a turn for no reason. Yeah, I forgot that YouTube also doesn't have ads on it, too. So we're just going to go through. We're going to paint all this stuff out, right? We're going to put a couple watery coats on here. Because, like, when you do these Marines, right? When you do... Emperor's Children is very cool where they just do flares and stuff like that. Usually you got to go to Home Depot or Lowe's for that like that. The freaking brand sold out about 2 minutes after online launch. That's crazy. Dude, I think that, like... I don't think... Here's the thing. Unironically, I think that Freddy Fazbear and stuff like that is very safe as like a horror thing, right? I think culturally it's very safe. RGC finally got one, but it was like, oof, ugh, gross. So what I'm going to do for these colors is I'm going to try to paint all of them to have the same parts of their torso, the same the same color. So like right now these guys are going to be like Screamer pink in the bottom in like their corners, right? And I think their arms are going to have it too. Their arms and their gloves are going to be the Screamer pink. Screamer? I barely know her. People are annoyed is the LED eyes and the not animatronic eyes. Okay, people are dumb. Do they understand how much animatronic eyes and the gears and everything to set up is going to cost versus using LEDs? LEDs are so cheap in comparison. Take a look at that. That's not that bad. We could do like half and half, right? And then like, you know, like the whole thing could be like balanced as all things should be. If they had if they had animatronic eyes, guaranteed to have added like $250. Yeah, I mean, look, here's the thing. I think, Cricket, you are 100% right. People are going to pull them apart and they're going to try to mod them. They're going to try to mod them into like weird stuff. Which is, like, fine, right? I'm all for people trying to mod stuff as long as they know how to work with stuff. Like I don't think a lot of people realize that, like, manufacturing and, like, people's hobbyist jobs and all that other stuff, there are guides all over the place that'll teach you how to do these things, right? I have an idea for, like, a mod on something that I want to try, but, like, I don't know if I want to put the... You guys ever have, like, the... I want to do this, and this seems like a really fun idea, but you're like, man, is it worth the cost? Right? And the answer is probably... I'm not really in the fan base, but don't people get trapped in suits too? Someone's going to try to do something dangerous? Yes. Cricket, you are 100% correct. People do get trapped in the suits, and someone is going to try to do something. Headlines are going to be wild? Yeah, I think... Do you guys remember the Slender Man thing? Do you remember the girls that killed their friend trying to appease Slender Man? We're going to get that. Canon Five Nights at Freddy's IRL? Dude, imagine. Imagine. Dude, I'm gonna get a message in my DMs from Kelby that says, hey, by the way, don't go to school tomorrow. And then there's gonna be an exploding Freddy Fazbear thing. Yeah, she got let out last year or something. Well, to be fair, right? Like, if you're mentally ill, right? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, it's fucking insane. It's just crazy, man. I don't know what people are thinking with this type of stuff. I mean, and like, you know, a lot of people go, well, the parents should have been around more. Well, yeah, but like also at the same time, I was the type of kid where I did a lot of stuff and my parents had no clue. There's this like barrier of like technology and culture that like parents are gonna miss a lot of. You know what I mean? Like, you're never going to have everything down to a science. I give benefit of the doubt to parents sometimes on some things, other things not so much, but like, you know, like, thinking back to my parents, right? Like, they never knew like the, like, chat rooms and all this other stuff that we were on growing up, you know? Like, they never knew that type of stuff.
Here's a TTS from Uto. Leg emoji, leg emoji, leg emoji, leg emoji, leg emoji.
Hito, I'm so proud of you, dude. I love that. I love that.
Leg emoji.
I love that so much, man. That's so good. Leg. Honestly, like, the problem is that a lot of the stuff that, like, I would want to... You guys gotta understand, like, I'm a man. I'm a manly man who likes manly man stuff. And then I'm like, hey, I want to watch this hour-long YouTube drama thing. You know what I mean? Like, and like see people talk about drama on YouTube. I don't know, maybe I'm just cultivated by the times. See drama with Dex and I? Maybe. Maybe. The problem is, though, Kelpie, is that I gotta read to do that, and I like to do other stuff. I like watching other people's perspectives, so that's why I watch the 3-hour stream VODs. Yeah, I watch like a lot of like random people stuff.
Here's a TTS from Chimerico. Pineapple emoji, coffee emoji, coffee emoji, sparkles emoji, sparkling heart emoji, sparkles emoji, aubergine emoji, pineapple emoji, blowfish emoji.
Jesus, dude. That's it. That's it, TTS. I think we need to change the thing. I tried to explain to Mom how much the internet changed since I was a kid. Since I have really no idea, she gets it. I think she gets it. She has no idea what I was on, but kids' space were less volatile back then. Well, I don't even think that there was a lot of kids' spaces back when I was growing up, right? Like, there was... Like, I think social media fucked up a lot of people. I think... like, they fucked up so many different people, right? But like, what can I do about it, right? Or like what can we do about it? The damage has already been done. We have to just make sure that future people are not fucked up. I also think they were better moderated back then. Well, they had less users back then, right? Like, there was a barrier to entry, you know? And the barrier to entry was legit being price points. I don't know, man. I think we're going to get to a point. Like, Neo Clubs and Club Penguin had rules that were strictly enforced. Yeah, but stuff like that doesn't make money anymore. You know what I mean? Like, my kids' space on the internet was RuneScape. True. True. The problem is that that stuff doesn't make as much money anymore. And, like, you know... I don't know, man. There's a lot of thoughts that I have on it. Also, this got really, really watered down for no reason. I'm trying to remember what my kid's space was. I played a lot of, like... a lot of Neopets growing up. What else did I play? I didn't play World of Warcraft. I played, I'm trying to think of, like, what I played when I was, like, 8 to 10. I don't even think I played that much. Oh, I was playing, like... Oh, Gaia. Gaia was it. Gaia was one of the things. Is this music too ominous? I don't like how watery this is going on, but that's because my wet palette is way too wet. See, like, here's the problem, right? But, like, it's still pretty good at going on as is. I don't know, man. We're gonna have to stick with it. Also, I think I forgot to paint this guy's arm. I did not paint this guy's arm. Oh, you know what? I was one of those kids that was playing on Beyond. I don't know if you guys remember what Beyond was, but that was like when I was like 12. That was when I was a little bit older than 10. You guys might know what Beyond is because it's the thing that plays Space Station 13. And I also called it Beyond when I was growing up. Isn't that crazy? Played a lot of Dragon Ball games on there, guys. You guys gotta understand, the infestation of Dragon Ball ran deep. I'm trying to remember what I played. I played, yeah, that's why I remembered. Dude, did you know that I went to look for the sprites for Dragon Ball Generations online the other day? And apparently the guy that had originally made it got the source code stolen out from underneath him, so he quit. And that happened like a year ago. It's freaking insane to think about that type of stuff. God, this is... I am not happy with how wet this paint is coming out, but I know that it'll be fine when I add like another coat or two. I played a lot of RPG games, city builders, and Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds. It's how I got into programming, because I used to make my own scenarios using triggers and such to make stuff happen. You know, we used to play a lot of, my brother and I used to play a lot of StarCraft 2 games, like StarCraft 2 custom games. I don't know if you guys remember StarCraft 2 custom games at all. But we played a ton of those. Like, we learned a lot of stuff from that. We pirated a bunch of games because that's just what you did at the time. Dude, my wet palette's way too wet. Hold on. Do I have, like, a better spot off here? Not really. Gross. Hold on. We're going to hit it. Guys, we're going to hit the nuclear option. The nuclear option, even. We're going to just take a paper towel. We're just going to flatten it. Just absorb all that extra moisture. And throw out this paper towel. I don't remember. My brother used to play like a lot of tower defenses and stuff on. We actually, now that I think about it, I played a lot of tower defenses too. On these types of systems. It was great. It was great. Unironically, like some of the best time that I had. Dude, I was in Dex's stream the other day. Dexy Kuma. Shout out Dexy Kuma. We ended up playing a bunch of like Balloons was my shit. Dude, Balloons was great. Balloons was great. My brother I was in Dexy Kuma's stream the other day, and she was talking about growing up with Halo. I was like, damn, that's crazy. My old gold making scheme was to go to Karamaja fishing dock, buy royal lobsters, then cook them, and go to Edgeville to sell the player killers. That's such a good idea, Xanis. What the fuck? Look at you, the moneymaker, dude. Have you guys been seeing the Seinfeld edits that have been going around? Someone made an edit of George Costanza saying all he had to do was cut his hair and grow like some other stuff. And like grow like a goatee and he'd look great. And now everybody's just editing George Costanza to look all this other look like all these other characters. It's kind of fantastic. Kind of absolutely love it. Be me not using a detail brush to make sure I don't hit anything else. I'm in like such a frustrated point with painting. I almost didn't want to paint anymore. I'll be real honest. Not that I wanted to quit painting, but I was like so done. Like, here, hold on. Let's talk about these guys for a sec. Let's talk about these noise marines for a sec. These noise marines were so bad to paint. I hate painting marines so much right now. Thank you for giving the shout out to Dexy Kuma. Love Dex. Dex is great. I was hanging out on her stream late the other night, and we were talking about like Halo stuff, and like she was talking about how like her dad used to like play Halo, or like not play Halo, but her dad used to like bought Halo for her and her brother, and like they barely knew what was going on, and they beat the first game and they beat the second game, and I'm like, damn. When I was growing up, my brother and his friends all owned Halo, and it was just like a crazy situation. What's going on, Milky? Hello, hello, hello. Milky, I apologize. You get to see some flesh today. Hey, I'm walking here. I'm gonna do a check. Do you guys like the check-in systems? I know that everybody else does them. Do you guys like the check-in systems, or would you guys prefer like just chilling and saving your points? And like for me to do like other stuff. I like them because I'm terrible at streaks. That's a good point. That is a good point. Also, it doesn't help that my stream is so inconsistent that like popping up and saying hi to folks or like being in my stream is like very, very non-consistent. Oh, I think the music stopped. Have we been going for an hour? Over an hour already? Crazy. Dude, I don't even feel it. Dude, we turned into a position where like I was like I was struggling to get through. Dude, being a VTuber changed me, man. Being a VTuber changed me 100%. I used to be a guy that like could not stream for 2 hours, but now I can stream almost as long as I feel like, as long as I'm doing stuff that I care about. I've also evolved so much of being able to just chat. I feel like check-in make people less stressed out about streaks. All right, I will make a check-in. I'm going to have to start programming the bot tonight then. I have the bot's name, so we're good to go. Where the heck is this? One sec. Toho Lo-Fi. I love this album. I haven't heard this album in years. Oh my god. I did with Mix It Up, but there's a million ways to do it. Well, I want to do a bot anyway. I've been talking... Heck's not around, but Heck and I have been talking behind the scenes about more TTS stuff. And, like, evolving my TTS and whatnot. And I have another project that I want to work on, and it's going to require a bot to really, like, sit down and work with it. So... Nerd? Kelpie, you can't call me a nerd like that. That hurts my feelings. I think instead of silver trim on these guys, I'm going to go copper trim to make them really stand out from their friends. I don't know, like, I don't know what changed to me about streaming. You know what it is? I know exactly what it is. It's two things. One, you gotta understand that I'm inherently, like, a silly person. I'm the hee-hee-ha person. I'm, like, a hee-hee-ha type person, right? Like, I like to, like, do silly things. But, like, having me do it in front of a camera makes me feel, like, really weird and insecure. And then having me do it from my model makes me feel great. If that makes sense? Right? I don't know. It's like the little bit of being able to remove myself just a tiny little bit and like feel cartoony, because like you gotta understand from a day-to-day I have to be like kind of professional at work, right? I can't be that zany or goofy or whatever. I like to call it like a dad gene, right? Like I like start chewing on your figures as the Polly Pocket. Milky. I'm gonna put you on top of the roof. I'm gonna put you in the bird coop that I keep on top of the roof, and then I'm gonna lock it. There's no birds in there, but it smells real bad because I haven't cleaned it out yet. Also, I leaned into this thing of like, you gotta understand, for the longest time I had this like professional air about me. Like, I had this, like, really, really professional... Like, Xanis knows what I'm talking about. I'm one of those people that doesn't like to... I mean, I think I talked about it with Kelpie, too, a little bit. But I'm one of those people that, like, doesn't like to do stuff unless it feels at least a little bit thought through or professional. Maybe it's because I watch people who A-log so many people, and they're just like, look at this guy showing up, and he doesn't even feel like streaming. He doesn't even know what he's talking about today. He's looking to do a show, and no one's there. You know what I mean? Like, that type of stuff. Because I feel like when you're presenting something and you're going live, you shouldn't just hit the button. You should have an idea of what you're looking to do that day. Oh my god. But you guys know what I mean, right? Yeah, professional while we make fart jokes all the time. And I say that AIDS is I don't know. From being a guy that used to just go live, not really have a plan, and just play Magic the Gathering all the time, and now to being a guy that's like, what's my plan? My plan here is to entertain and want to be here. You know what I mean? Like, I never hit the go live button and like not want to be there. If I don't plan out what I'm doing when I do anything, I freeze up and do nothing. Yeah. The other thing that I learned to do is just maybe the big issue was that I'm god-awful at spontaneity, because there's the word EITY, which is like deity, spontaneity. There we go. Like, again, everything's different for everyone. There's gonna be a lot of people that do all this other stuff, but like, I start a stream, I have a plan for a stream, and if something breaks the plan, I kind of just adjust. There's a reason why I'm so good at, like, Cricket, you may not know this, Milky, you may not know this, but Kelpie, Xanis, Hito, they hear it all the time because I kind of ramble about the same stuff all the time, if you guys haven't noticed. I don't have an inner monologue, and I have a hard time picturing things in my head. And because of that, everything is spontaneity. I ring the bell, I ring the buzzer. Alex, the answer is spontaneity. And then the buzzer goes, brrr. Actually, it was, what is accountability? Spontaneous? Well, yeah, I know spontaneous. But, like, either way, right? I say this stuff all the time. I have no inner monologue, so everything has to be this. Spontaneity is the noun of it, right? Either way. One of my biggest things that I've learned, man, Cricket, I'm so good at this. Fucking, everybody, give me 30 points. Give me 30 points. Got him. Okay, so guys, here's my check-in mode. I know that there's a bunch of other streamers in this chat. Y'all better not steal my idea, or else Hito will come to your house and he will TTS you legs for like 3 days straight. It's big word. Know what mean, not how to say. True. Here's my idea for check-ins. I'm going to do a point-based system. We're going to do a leaderboard. You get points or lose points by people checking in and giving their points away. When someone says something nice in chat, they give +2, or they can take someone else's points away in chat for -2. There's going to be a big cooldown, and you can do all this stuff. I feel like other than the game I'm playing, I just log on and play. But Xanis, that's fine, though, because that's a plan. You go, hey, I'm going to play Guild Wars 2 today. I'm going to interact with chat. We're going to have a fun time. We're going to do all this other stuff. You don't just log on and go, I don't know what to do today. Cricket, thank you so much for the follow, by the way. I am such a dummy, and I didn't just immediately say thank you so much for the follow. Like, I think I'm a big plans guy. I make a lot of plans, and I follow through on, like, 0 of them. That's not true. I follow through, like, a 1% or whatever on them. We're painting today because I said, fuck it. I wanna hang out with stream today. No one's really around today to do much. I know that there's a bunch of people that want to hang out and want to watch streams today and kind of want to vibe. So why don't I just go live with painting? Right? You can do just chatting. You can just hang out. There is nothing wrong with that. I don't know, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. Why did I paint this side? This is the wrong side. I was going to paint all the left side. That's true. I do try to plan out what I want to do in the game, but I feel like I should be planning out. No. Xanis, that is not why people are hanging out with you, though. You are not a talk show. You are I play a game, we are doing just chatting, and we are hanging out. If anything, I'm a little bit more of a talk show guy, but my ADHD is so bad I cannot stick on topic. I am very much like the read and interact with chat type of streamer. That is literally what my best thing right now is. The reason why I am the way I am with streaming, and it's finding this stuff out, is I just ramble. I just talk, and I react to what's going on in chat. And I chat with people. I don't know if you guys have realized this, my strongest superpower is literally being able to chat with people. Like, I am a certified yapper. I have my degree in yapism. And, like, that's actually one of the worst things to be in a, like, streamer community and, like, in a community overall, because if people don't know you that well, or you don't have enough people around you to, like, really bounce off with, it is really bad entertaining-wise. Wow, words are hard. Entertainment-wise. My brain went... Okay, next thing we're going to do is... It's a good skill to have. Yeah, dude, unironically, my mom has it too. My mom is such a good yapper, and I think it's from us being Italian. Not to get onto the Italian talk again. By the way, guys, I submitted that that Sopranos clip. The clip of me finding out that I'm actually just a New York City coded VTuber and my brain being broken, finding out that I actually still have a Staten Island accent when I'm trying to not to. I submitted that to my short maker. I also submitted a couple other stuff too, and I basically said, make whatever you want out of it. Dude, her shorts are so good. Her shorts are so good. I'm gonna be real honest. I'm just gonna say it. People asked me for her stuff, and I was like, part of me, a selfish part of me went, no, I don't want to share my artist's name because, you know, oh, New York City, that makes the redeem way funnier. So, funny enough, I grew up right around New York City, right? I grew up like a suburb outside of New York City. So you could take the bus to go into New York City. I went into New York City all the time. Both of my grandparents lived in New York City. Yeah, it makes the redeem way funnier. Yeah, Cricket, that's why I put the redeem, by the way. It was because of that type of stuff. Isn't that insane? Like, being like, hey, I'm walking here. Hey, all that for a little gabagool. I don't want to put like a ton of Sopranos references in and like all those types of references in, because if you continue to do it for too long, I feel like it can get way, way boring. But knowing our friend groups and like all the people that I get around, they'd be super happy to just spam that all the time. I don't know. Also, I'm like trying to not hold it up to my face, but I'm holding it up to my face because I'm not paying attention. So fun story. If we're talking about Warhammer, we're talking about Warhammer. These guys right here, the like studs and like the flesh are supposed to be their own thing. Gabagool redeem when? Strap a GoPro to your forehead. The problem, yo, Cricket, I unironically would do that, but I feel like I would leak too much about myself that way. Does that make sense? I'd leak that I'd be like, oh yeah, you know, looks down, giant rack of breasts. I'm actually a very attractive woman. I have no idea how good that would be. There's an idea that like I could do like a painting setup. Can I tell you guys something very like something that like very like irks me? This is just like a little thing, right? Oh no, he's hot. Yeah, dude, true. He'd leak that setup if it that his setup is actually a $200 shitbox. Dude, imagine. Oh my god. All right, no. So one thing that irks me a bunch. This is just a quick side note. So I have a group chat of all these friends that I've made that are like that we're all very close. Look, when you're in a streamer community with so many fake people, you kind of just hang out with the real ones. This is like when I was streaming in Magic, right? Nothing. The VTuber core that I'm with right now are all great people. Like, I have learned to just separate myself from, like, really shitty people. If I interact with you guys, and you guys see me in your chats, and you guys see me being active and all this other stuff, that means I like you. Unironically. Because I've learned that my time is very precious, and that I can only be in so many people's chats. Except for Xanis, I'm contractually obligated to be in Xanis' chat as an employee of Xanis Corp. But, like, if I'm interacting with y'all and I'm doing all this stuff, that means that I like y'all, right? But, back in the day, like, you had to kind of, like, play the game back when we were doing, like, the Magic stuff, because like, you would, like, interact with people who, like, knew people and all this stuff, right? So, like, I have this friend group that I still chat with all the time, right? These are, like, my friends that I don't talk with as much, but, like, we've been to cons and stuff together. We've hung out and done all this stuff together. Like, these are people that, like, I would genuinely, like, they ask me to drop everything and help them out. I still do it. You know what I mean? I still raid them. I still do all this stuff. They've been super supportive to me all this time. This is that crew. One of the guys who's an older fella. When I say older, I mean he's, like, maybe 10 years older than me. At most. I don't believe he's 10 years older than me. but he's still older than me, and he did streaming for a little while, and he was like, he was a good streamer, but he didn't really pop off, because he didn't really, like, you know, whatever. I'm not trying to insult him. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to paint the picture. He just randomly starts, like, making politics talks in this group chat that has never talked about politics, especially because 2 people in there are foreign. And I'm like, why are we... And I'm like, I literally, like, am messaging my other friends, like, in DMs. I'm like, why the... This guy hasn't said anything since God knows how long, and now he pops in here and he talks about politics. And it's like, what are you doing? So, like, to stop it from being awkward, the first thing I say is politics chat in my friend group Discord, cringe. Because, like, fuck it, dude. Call that shit out. If something makes you feel uncomfortable... No one's going to change their behavior unless you say something. People will think it's okay. And it's not that, like, dude, you're allowed to have your political beliefs. If you want to talk to me about politics, fine. I usually won't judge you. I won't say anything. I won't do anything unless it's Xanis. You know, I'll tell him that he's wrong 100% of the time about everything that he ever says. Or it's Hito, same thing. No, but seriously, like, I don't care what you believe. But, like, come on, dude, don't bring it to the friend group. Ah, the classic unwarranted political comment. And I'm just, yeah, 100%. And it's just like, okay. Now, like, if it's one of my friends who's a little bit more outspoken about stuff, then I totally get it. Right? But this guy just kind of came out of nowhere. And I'm like, oh, he's reaching that age. He's reaching that age that he's going to be, like, you know, politically spoken out because he's getting older. The old age is reaching him. You know, and I made that joke, like, in my head, but, like, I was so annoyed. I'm like, what the heck are you... Like, dude, if you want to talk about politics, that's fine, but, like, this is not the place and or time. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has them. That's what my dad used to say. And they all stink. Sorry, and the phrase is, and then they all stink. Dude, unironically, the thing that's helped me the most about streaming, just in general, is that, like, my... You guys can't see because my freaking model is covering it. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm, like, sitting here and, like, number one painting streamer, by the way. This is why I'm so good at painting. Let's go. No, one of the things that fuck, dude. We talk about this all the time, but, like, becoming unhinged is genuinely something that's helped me. Like, not having my normal restraints, man, like, you know, and, like, making jokes that, like, you know, genuinely make people go, what the fuck did you just say? Why the fuck did you say that? But then, like, get a good laugh. Has helped me out so much. Never a fan of talking political in groups. If I want to debate, I'd rather speak one-on-one with someone. It's way too easy to get out of hand when you have more voices. 100% Cricket, especially because the subtle art of not giving a fuck. Dude, you're 100% right, though. Like, it's literally not giving a fuck. Like, I don't know. Do I think me sitting here painting Warhammer is good content? Probably. It's probably fine. It's literally just chatting with more steps, but, like, what's the difference between me jumping around in a video game and doing this at the same time, right? Like, the difference is that you get to see flesh. You get to see flesh, and I talk about boobies. Can I eat the paint piss? Oh, please. I thought you said piss, Kitsune, and I was very concerned. Kitsune, I don't know if you can eat this paint. I don't... Is it? I'm assuming people eat the paint, so it's fine. Dan, the kids are feeling feral today? Yeah, a little bit. Kitsune, how you doing, bud? I hope you're having a great day. Nah, the piss goes to the moon? Alright, sounds good to me. Dude, I want to move this guy to make sure that he's, like, doing okay, but, like, I don't think he's doing okay. I don't think I can move him. Dude, I'm doing all this yapping. I'm using up all my... Kelpie's, like, raging right now. Heck is like, what the fuck? He's using up all of his yap juice before going on the podcast tonight? What is going on? Is that Arzen VT giving up all of his yap juice for free instead of his contractual obligation to be on the driver update? And I'm like, please, no, heck, don't beat me. Don't hit me again. Where the heck is my nice... Here's my nice detailing brush. Dude, I was talking to Heck the other day. And I was like, hey, Heck. Like, let's talk about, you know, like, we were talking about random stuff. Because, like, I don't talk... You gotta understand, I'm like a yapper. If, like, you're a good buddy of mine, I like, yap all the time in DMs when, like, okay, no, it's ADHD. So, like, I do yap a good chunk of the time. But then, like, other times, like, you won't talk to me for, like, a little while, and then before you know it, we'll be yapping again for, like, a long time. You gotta catch me in the moment. But, like, I sent a message to Heck, because it was actually for your thing, Kitsune, that, like, setting up that collab, right? And then, like, Heck was like, I don't remember seeing this message. And he goes, oh, right, I was terribly drunk. And I'm like, hell yeah, brother, let's go. Hell yeah, brother. Did I ever tell you guys about the experience of getting into Warhammer? Picking an army in Warhammer has always been weird for me. One of the biggest problems that I had with Warhammer is that I could never get into an army because I always wanted to play the good guys. Meanwhile, I yap when I want to. I'll either talk your ear off or I'll go days without uttering a sentence if I don't have to. 100% Kitsune. 100%. I get that. I get that. I'm like 100% yapper, dude. The only time that I'm not yapping is when I'm playing games and I'm like very in the moment, right? Like I'm very like doing stuff. Honestly, my buddy, okay, so my buddy, who is like my best friend for like ever, has a VTuber model, has like all this stuff. He tried to or I'm just tired while playing a game. True, Kitsune, true. Dude, I feel that all the time. My buddy has a VTuber model. He got it all set up. He went through like back in the day, I'll say about maybe 5 years ago, you had to go through an agency. Like the best way to get a VTuber model was to go to an agency and get that set up. And my buddy got that all set up. He streamed twice and went, nah, I hate this. Dude, I was dead set on Dark Angels for a very long time because they're very Deus Vault coded. But then Skatari came out in Darktide, and I love Mechanicus. Dude. I don't want to talk about the enlightenment that I had, finding out that I liked, like, you know, martial-based things. But my martial enlightenment is one of the things that made me love Emperor's Children. The problem is that, like, I'm a huge Slaanesh fan. But I am not, like, a horny motherfucker, dude. I am not a horny motherfucker. Like, I will ask, here's a really good example. Says the years Boros player? That's true, that's true. I was Boros player for years. And then I became a control player in Magic, which is crazy. But, like Emperor's Children's very, like, control heavy. You can like Slaanesh and not be horny. That's true, and I'm not on a lot of drugs. Speaking of being a Slaanesh player, I have like 2 boxes of demonettes that I'm required to assemble. It's insane. It's insane. I gotta assemble demonettes one day. Maybe we'll do it on stream. I also need to find out where my black paint is because I need to repaint boots and other stuff, but we'll do that in a sec. Fuck. I want to try something. You need more emotes? Kitsune, I'll gift you something. And remind me, Kitsune, to gift you something after we're done here. Actually, fuck it. Kitsune, I got you. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 sec. Kitsune, I got you. How dare you gift me shit? Well, you know what? Add to cart. This is a gift. View my cart. Not gonna lie, I'm a cheapskate and did all mine in Emote Lab. Where's Kitsune? Kitsune. Bam. Kitsune, enjoy this, bud. Kitsune, it's done. I'm trying to decide if I want emotes, alerts, or art. Kelpie, I can have a full conversation with you about that after stream today if you want. I'll literally sit down with you and we'll plan out everything. Okay. Kitsune, enjoy. Enjoy Emote Lab. Get yourself some, take some time. Huh? There's an emote maker? Yeah, that's why Kelpie and Xanis have emotes that come straight from the emote maker. So go through and make that. You were unaware? Yeah, well now you got it, dude. It's not even that expensive, so don't feel awkward about me buying you that. All right? Enjoy, dude. You gotta understand. When it comes to like gifting stuff to people, I mean, like, I'm very generous. I thought you guys had money. No, Kitsune. I have money. All of my stuff is made by an artist. Just because I don't like how my guy looks in my thing. Like, take a look. Like, if you guys want to use my emotes, right? I think I make a lot of them free, right? Like, all my emotes are done by an artist, right? I love my emote artist. My emote artist is fantastic. But Kitsune, there is a ton of free resources out there and good resources. The broke VTuber headcanon is falling apart. I have spending money. When I say, okay, I'm not super well off, but I live comfortably is what I should say. Also, I got promoted at work, so that helps. What up? Yeah. Kitsune, this has been nothing but Toho music. Let's just say there's a reason that Arzen's not a part of the Guild Wars 1 guild. Dude, it's because I don't think... No, Kitsune, don't ever feel bad. Here, I'll give you the... I'll drop the thing in chat. Here you go. Where are you, Kitsune? Him. Well, the reason why I'm not in the Guild Wars 1 guild is because Xanis just doesn't like me. We are friends by contract only. We are contractually obligated. The pact was sealed long ago. Yeah, no, I get it, Xanis. I get it. Dude, the problem with... Dude, VTubers are weird online because you either find, like, a really good, solid group of friends that, like, we have, right? Where, like, you know, everybody kind of knows each other and, like, branches out and does stuff and, like, supports each other or whatever. Or you get that group that's on Twitter. Arzen, how do you feel about the EOSD remaster? Hold on. I didn't see the EOSD remaster. Hold on. I'm in a Scarlet Devil remaster. Let's see. Is it this new one that just came out? New classic? Is that it? It's like marriage, but you never loved each other. Dude, unfortunately, there's a lot of marriages like that, unfortunately. I think that's sick. So, like, Kitsune, I'm a passive enjoyer of Toho. Like, I like the idea of Toho. I've played both Toho spin-off games. Unironically, my favorite character from Toho is the money girl from the second fighting game? Was that the second fighting game? I don't remember. That's my favorite Toho girl. But, like... I like the idea of Toho. I like the idea of making money. Milky, you are perfectly fine, homie. Guys, I gotta think of a color to go under the bronze to make it pop, or the copper to make it pop. I gotta think real quick. What color goes under copper? I'm kind of similar, but I did play some of the main games. I played 6, 7, and 11. Hold on. 6, 7. Milky mode to fried mode. Dude, just deep fry a picture of Milky and just be like fried mode. Let's go. Do I want to finish the legs first, or do I want to do... I guess I should finish the arms first before I continue doing anything else, right? Make sure all the arms have their base coats looking okay, that nothing's like leaking through, and then we move on to the next part. We did a bunch of the leather already. Is there any leather missing? The problem is that I did... So guys, so my buddy was like, hey, you should like just pre-assemble all these guys except their heads. Do those instead, and I'm like, okay. So I've done that, and now I'm kind of like feel a little bit lost. I'm like, what do I do next? So I want to show you guys. So, hold on. Let me figure out what goes under the copper. So I have this really, really nice copper paint. What color goes under copper to make it pop? I've beaten Luna Knights and was pretty close at the upper world records of Boss Rush. I'd actually tuned in my... Dude, that's sick, Kitsune. Kitsune, I think... Excuse me, holy shit. I never burp on microphone. Enjoy that, guys. That's someone's fetish somewhere. Ugh, gross. All right, my buddy says if I want to go under copper, I got to do an orange. Do I have... Burps and ZT, dude, don't even get me started. Please, no. Please, no. It's literally the Akira smacking the side. Dude, I have an orange somewhere. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Guys, I lied. I lied. Arzen's like, yeah, I live comfortably, and he has a secret Twitter called Gassy. Dude, oh my god. I can't... Milky, I'm not even reading that, Milky. Milky, I appreciate you. You say some of the most unhinged shit ever, and I really love you for that, but I am not reading that out loud. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know me, I'm unhinged. I say some really crazy shit, but I am not saying that. Okay, so I want to test how this works. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go orange onto this insignia here. Milky, make the TTS say it. No, no, no. I don't want to be in timeout. Dude, there's only like one person I actually want to ban in my chat, and it's none of y'all.
Here's a TTS from Zanis_VT. Arzen's like, yeah, I live comfortably, and he has a secret Twitter account just called Gassy Arzen with an OnlyFans.
I fucking hate it here. I hate it here. Y'all owe me like 50 gifted subs. It's the only way to make me enjoy it again here. Remember how I said... Remember how I said earlier, guys, that like I didn't hate streaming? That changed today. Now I hate streaming. I hate it here so goddamn much. I think that's okay. Oh my god, Zanis. I like the other day. Okay, so you guys want to know some fun stuff the other day? We were talking about how, like, Twitch doesn't make you money, right? I'm not going to give the context, but if you know the context, then you know the context. This was maybe, like, about a month ago or something. We were talking about how, like, Twitch itself doesn't make you much money unless, like, you know, you're, like, in, like, a very exceptional position. And, like, Heck and, like, Kelpie were like, here's, like, how much we've made off stuff. And I'm just like, fuck it. Here's how much I've made for my whole entire payout career. And I just posted my whole payout career in someone's chat. I just remember that the last time I did Legendary Mode Terraria Summoner only, I had Toa music set. Oh my god. Kitsune, that sounds so fun, though. That sounds so fun. Genuinely, I know this is a hot take, but I wish it... Dude, Milky, you missed it. Literally 3 minutes before you jumped in, I was like, man, I wish I could turn off ads completely on my channel. Like, I was literally like, dude, I wish I could turn ads off. But you can't, unfortunately. It just is what it is. Arza, I did not mind the legendary... I definitely would not mind a legendary mode playthrough. Dude, Terraria is so fun. Unironically, Terraria is that game that I come back to every 2 years. Shells, that's more stuff to sell. Okay. I should be hitting this with orange. You just started playing again 2 weeks ago? Dude, so what I do is... I go on like a Terraria... Oh, this is personal things? Oh, I don't know then. So here's what I do when I play Terraria with my friends. I text my buddy, and I go, hey, let's play Terraria. And then we play Terraria for like a week straight. It's all that we do. We play Terraria, then we drop it, and we never touch it again. We played Terraria maybe 3 times through so far. We played Terraria, man, what did I play? So my buddy always plays Summoner. I binged the game for a month or 2, then repeat next year. Yeah, I think it's a game that, like, you have to forget about everything about it. You found a Diablo 4 signed poster. Dedicated for Terraria. Dedicated is, yes. Yes. Dedicated servers for Terraria are an easy mistake. 100% Hito. When you play Terraria... So this is something that I like with games. I like playing games with friends, and we play together, and we only play when we're all on together. Having dedicated servers are kind of dumb. No offense to anybody that enjoys that type of stuff, but, like, I feel like... Because, like, I'm a type of... Oh, wait, that came out sick. Guys? I know you can't see it, but that came out really good. Here's it on, like, a yellow, and here's, like, the copper. Yeah, people get left behind as the world changes. That's how I feel right now about Power World, right? I feel like Power World, I get left... Like, if I don't do enough, then I get left behind, and I can't really catch up. And I don't get to experience stuff with, like, the group. We got another ad break coming in. I think so, everyone will catch up with me over the weekdays. True. I kind of prefer dedicated servers as I'm the type where I would do absolutely nothing but fish or some silly project and has no bearing on the actual progress. I agree. That's kind of fine. I think that's fine if you're doing that type of thing. I hardly have any time during the weekdays. I feel you, dude. We have so much stuff during the weekdays being adults, Hito, that it's like, what are you going to do with your life? You know? But I also like dedicated play days, you know, where we're just like, okay, guys, we're going to go in together. We're going to do this today. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Or, you know, you text a buddy and you're like, hey, can I go online real quick to do this quick thing? And you're like, yeah, of course. The 9 to 5 debuff is real. Well, it's not even the 9 to 5 debuff. It's the fact that, like, social obligations and everything else. Me with suspiciously fish-shaped pockets? True, dude. You gotta do something about all those fish in your pockets, dude. I have a little bit left in my tax return left that I haven't, like, spent on stuff. I think I'm gonna use it to reorganize my desk. I want to buy new monitors. And I think I need a monitor switcher. Because I would love to have chat up in front of me for when I do painting stuff. Man, I don't think this idea of doing, like, the orange to silver is the best. Because it's a lot of trim I have to do, and now I just have to do the trim twice. And it's like, okay, gross. See what I mean? I don't know if you guys can see what I mean by that. 500 bass. Technically 6, but I like to sleep during the morning commutes. True, dude. Did I ever tell you guys that I used to commute during COVID? I knew Xanis during this time and Hito. But I used to commute during this stuff. And I used to, like, go in stupid early. Because I would have to drive, and they wanted you in early. And I would end up doing 12-hour days. Because I had to drive like an hour to get in, and then I would have to do all this stuff. You found 5 red Gobbo Tin Boys in a box? Hell yeah. Make a list in your server and just be like, hey, I got these if anybody wants them. If anybody wants them. Da boys. Oi, mate. We got the boys. Okay. I gotta do a little bit more on this guy. I gotta do all this trim. That's the thing that sucks about Chaos. Is that, like, when you do Chaos, right? Like, I guess this is like a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Like, oh boy, I'm playing a Chaos faction. Better do all this trim. Hee hee ha. It's not just simple. Xanis, how should I do? I'm gonna start dozing off for a quick nap, so I'll so have good stream. All right, Xanis, thank you for being here, bud. Kisses. Enjoy your stream. Sorry, enjoy your nap. Dude, Xanis, I know you're not. Don't worry, dude. You're good. Stop overthinking. I'll help you out with my trusty drying pan. Also, if you guys were to fall asleep during the stream, I wouldn't blame you. We're kind of just chilling today. We're not doing anything super interesting. The cool thing is, though, is because I'm using this metal pipe smash. Just realized that sounded real bad after I said that. Dude, you're fine. Go take your nap. Go enjoy your nap. That'd be impressive. I can't nap for the life of me. I'm so sorry, Cricket. Naps are some of the best things in the world. I love naps so much. Part of me thinks that in a past life I was a cat for how much I like napping. Guys, look. Xanis will then experience time travel later. True, dude. He'll wake up and it'll be the future. Future! I'm thinking about doing like a soundboard, like lying up for a soundboard or whatever, but it's like, what do I want to put in like those soundboard slots, right? I gotta think about it. Okay, this trim is almost good, and then we'll clean it up later. We will clean it up way, way later. I'm actually kind of liking how funky this is turning out with like the copper and like the darker colors. I actually like this color scheme. I think it's way different than my other guys. And it lets you get this like different experience with it. So let's go copper over some of this stuff. I should really just paint the whole model. And then after I'm done painting the whole model, I can just do like the trim later. Man, I feel really bad. I saw Dishny a bit ago. I never get to see Dishny because Dishny's from, I think Dishny's from Russia. And like Dishny stopped by to say hi. I was like, Dishny! And then he got vaporized by the fact that he's living in tomorrow and I'm living in today. It's crazy. The time-space barrier does not allow us to communicate with each other. My buddy's like, never tried this color combination. You should try it. Okay. Kelpie! What you up to? Just recovering today? Yeah, recovering, browsing the dreaded VGen site and yapping? Hell yeah. I like the groovy tunes. This is more fitting. Yeah, so this is jazz renditions of Toho. So, you feel hungover? Kelpie, you went for like 12 hours yesterday. Plus all the stress that you had leading up to it. Oh my god, hold on. I gotta like... Would not worry about that at all, dude. You are a-okay to be like hungover and out of it today. I actually like tuned out last night when you guys were doing the species unknown because like I was like, man, I'm so tired. So I ended up like tuning out at that point last night, and then I ended up like I was like, I'm gonna get ready to go to bed, and then I stayed awake like 4 more hours. Maybe like 2 more hours, I'll be real honest. But I did not go to bed on time yesterday. Look, I do this thing to myself where I'm like, I'm going to make sure that I stay up at a certain, or I'm up for a certain time, and then I'm like good for this, and I'm good for that, and then I'll like be like, I'm going to be, like, you know, all this other stuff. Xanis, enjoy your nap, bud. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for the lurk. Dude, I don't know, man. Well, because what'll happen is that I'll either, like, start painting, right? Maybe I'll do a model show off in a little bit, and I'll show you guys all my cool stuff. You guys want to see models, or you guys want to hang out while or you guys want me to paint more? Currently monkey smashing in Emote Lab. Oh lord, dude. Kitsune, I am not the person to help you out with Emote Lab. I rage quit Emote Lab because it did not look good for me. Oh, I didn't paint this guy's arm. Oops. Okay. Hell yeah, Chels. Yo, what's going on, Hackfall? Hackfall, how's your day going, bud? I'm painting Chaos Trim, so I have no need for emotes, but Emote Lab sounds fun. Hell yeah. What the heck is this all about? And then I mean a cutter. Or the Chaos Trim, I should say. Dude, I'm almost done with this Chaos Trim on this one model. Can you guys see how bad this is? Look at this shit. Like, look at how much shit I have to, like, fucking paint to, like, make it look kind of good. I'm just waiting for Black Flag Resync to finish so you can download and play. Dude, I'm so excited for you. That's hype. I know a lot of people are, like, very upset about Black Flag's changes or whatever. And I'm just like, man, dude, it's a game in 2026. What do you expect? It's gonna be overfilled with, stuff. You know what I mean? Like, what do you want out of it? You know what I mean? Like, I know what you want out of it, but it's not gonna be the old game plus a little bit more. I'm sorry, that's just not how industry works anymore. People just have to attune to all this other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that I'm upset too that we just can't get games 1-for-1 with a graphics upgrade and that people have to try to do stuff to it. But like, it's Ubisoft. What do you expect? This is actually coming out really, really well. I kind of like it. I kind of like the color scheme I chose, boys and girls. What do you think? How do you like the copper into the dark red? And then a little bit of brown for the flesh. Pure nostalgia can only make so much money? True. Sorry, one sec. I gotta grab my drink. I lied. My drink's right here. What do I need? I need paint. I got paint. I gotta put on lead belcher. It's gonna pop real nice. Yeah, dude, I like it a lot. Oh, God. Guys, look at how gross this is. If you guys like this type of stuff, I'm about to peel the paint skin away from it. Gross. Ew. Gross. I love doing that. It's like all around the side and stuff like that. It tickles my brain. Hell yeah, Kelpie. I mean, it is pretty good. Don't get me wrong. Gotta do a little bit of silver. I'm a picker. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I'm not even gonna make a joke. Kelpie knows the joke I'm gonna make. I'm not even gonna make. The stuff's already always a crack for me. Or that's like, that stuff like that is crack for me. Yeah, I like it too. The only problem that I don't like about it is that it's very, very, like, messy and wet. It's not like 100% dried off. Well, I dropped my guy. I don't care about other people's reviews, as their own opinion doesn't matter to me except for my own opinion of the game. I want to formulate how I feel just based on being a sheep and following others, pure hate something. Yeah, Hackball +2, like that shit a lot. Yeah, dude, you gotta play stuff firsthand, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. It is what it is. Except my opinion. My opinion's always the best opinion, and you guys should listen to me. As the content creator, I'll have you know. You can trust my opinion. Buy my water filters and microplastic disposable cups. When I have a sponsorship to sell you, it's because I think it's the best thing you could buy. Smile. Dude, Hackball, I'm thinking about picking up the Sword Art Online game. But there's also Grand Blue Fantasy out there right now. Arsen-shaped water bottle went. So funny enough, I don't... So here's the thing. Here's the thing about merch. Here's the thing about merch with me, and I'm very particular about merch. if I ever put out merch, it will be a very limited window. And it'll be something special. I've always thought about that. So, if I were to get any merch, it would be like, hey, buy this etched engraving water, you know, like water thing. You know what I mean? Hey, what's going on, Adam? How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. I forgot what day of the week it was. You guys know what I mean? Like, I'm not planning any merch anytime soon. But if I were to plan merch, it would be something very special and for a very limited time window. So, like, you guys know how, like, there's, like, oh, God, what is it? The, words are hard. Oh, we've been going for 2 hours already? I haven't even... Guys, it does not feel like 2 hours because I'm painting. And I love painting. I love painting. I love yapping. I love yapping! I don't even know why I did that. It's like the Pim, I love whatever. Yeah, but if I were to ever do merch, it'd be like a very limited window. It'd be like... You know what I mean? Like, I don't like the idea of merch being a thing consistently because I'm never really... I'm gonna be real honest, guys. If I do merch, it's because it's a celebration of, like, me with my friend, you know, like me and my community wanting to do stuff together. You know what I mean? It's never gonna be like a, hey, come out, buy this thing. It's gonna be like, all right, what's the closest thing that I can get to you guys for the cheapest price? That would be very cool to have, you know? Like, a good example of this is that, like, a good buddy of mine, when I was doing Magic, made a playmat. Buy the Rs and VT premium thing, premium NZ certified, no BPA, Epic Pro water filter today. True, Cricket. Listen, you gotta buy my water filter to get out the microplastics. Rs and socks that say so smelly on them. Dude, I feel like that'd be more of a Tom thing, Milky. First time for sale. Rs and Booba mousepad. Dude, the PEX mousepad, let's go. I'd do a PEX mousepad. I'd be like, look at my pecs. I'd buy Artisan compression socks. Dude, compression socks are expensive. Aren't they? I'm pretty sure compression socks are expensive. They are? Jesus, dude. So then just imagine my branding on top of that. And you know it's me, so I would charge you up the ass. Artisan Peck mousepad wear. I was locked in until I heard Artisan Pecs. Dude, if I were to ever... The problem is that, like, I don't want to, like, ever do, like, merch or, like, sponsorships for stuff that I don't like. But, like, I mean, you know, it has to happen somewhere, right? But, like, I would prefer it didn't, you know? I don't know. Am I weird about that? Shells, don't worry about the merch stuff. I was just talking about how I don't want to sell merch unless it's extremely private and, like, short-lived. I don't want to sell a lot of merch. That's all. Like, it would be one of those things that'd be very quick. In and out, 5 minutes. Sponsor only things you like? That's crazy talk. So that's why this stream's sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Dude, the problem, okay, so here's the problem. Here's the problem with getting merch done. A lot of people go, dude, I would buy the heck out of that. And then you go and you make it. And you bring it to places and people go, I don't, like, no one buys it. Like, it's not because, it's because stuff's expensive and people don't want to spend money in the moment. You know what I mean? That's why, like, if I'm going to make merch at all, ever, It's going to be because people go, I want to... Like, you can't really listen to the community that much to say that they want something, right? Because a lot of people... It costs... You know what? Kelpie talked about this the other day. There's a difference between pledging and donating, right? So, like, that's why I thought it was sponsored by Arzen's Hands. Dude, Arzen's Hands giving you back massages since never. No, but, like, Kelpie, you're 100% right? There's a huge difference between being like, I'm going to pledge to buy something versus, you know, I'm going to donate money, right? Like, donating money and spending money on something's a huge deal versus people saying, I would buy this. You know what I mean? I literally saw this with a guy that, there's a guy that I watch that does drama stuff, and he has a very smaller community of like 40 people, 40 to 60 people, right, who consistently watch his stuff, and they constantly told him, yeah, dude, I'd totally buy this. Dude, I'd buy that. Dude, I'd buy the heck out of this, right? And then the stuff went up for sale, and he sold 2. But you guys get what I mean, though? Like the idea is, like, if I want to sell something, I want something that's, like, cool in the moment to sell, right? So, like, I make a joke about doggies, right? But, like, if I have a group that would... If I could get a price point that was fun for doggies and it was a very limited time window, I'd do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'd do it when I have a community that genuinely would spend money on that type of stuff. Does that make sense? I don't want to sound like a dick, but, like, why even, like, here's the thing, right? If I get a really cool idea for a t-shirt design and I make a t-shirt design and then I start bringing it out and I'm like, oh, people would spend money on this because I would have this shirt, right? It'd be merch that I would spend money on. Then that's different, you know? Sites like Redbubbles will sell you things with no upfront cost. They also steal a ton of IP. You know what I mean? Like, the problem is that it's rough. Redbubble's real rough, Cricket. There's a lot of people that steal a lot of stuff off Redbubble. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about merch another time. I have a, like... Oh my gosh, Chels. Please don't advertise yourself in here. Yeah, you don't risk losing money. That is true, but I'm not too worried about it. Okay, off the merch subject, let's talk about something else. Who here was around during the Johnny Depp trial? Because Kelpie started talking about it the other day, and I'm like, man, I freaking remember those days. Because that shit was absolutely insane. You watched it? Yeah, wasn't that absolutely insane? Every single day, like, the fucking wizard guy that got up on the Chels, come on, move on. I passed the courthouse a couple days ago. It was going on because the dentist was in the area. Yo, Hito, do you remember the wizard guy that was on trial? You guys know who I was talking about, right? That guy, like, is that guy still practicing? What is going on with that guy? That guy was fucking insane. Dude, my favorite moment was finding out that Amber Heard shit the bed. Bat Salty was one of those lawyer doctors where all he does is practice with lawyers that need an expert witness. That is absolutely insane, dude. I love how I said the wizard guy, and everybody knew what I was talking about. absolutely crazy that this guy still exists. I'm surprised that's even legal. Well, the thing is, though, is that, like, you only need to... You meet your bare minimums, right? You only need to see a certain number of patients a year and all this other stuff, and now you're just like, oh, okay, cool. Now I can just do whatever I want. Shit. I don't know what this is. I don't know what to paint next. It's like watching a reality show. Dude, we should go back and watch the Amber Heard trial. We should do it as a group. That'd be very fun. But the problem is that it's like... The problem is that all the surprises are gone, right? There's no surprises left in the Amber Heard trial. Because, like, we know everything already, right? Like, we know what she did. We know all the crazy stuff. I wonder what having an OC that has simple colors... The wonders of having an OC that has simple colors of white, blue, and darker blue. Hell yeah, Kitsune. Okay. I was clutching my pearls when Camille started ripping... Oh my god. Do you guys remember how, like, Amber Heard was like, oh, I wasn't cheating on Johnny Depp at all. And then we found out that she was cheating on Johnny Depp, and that woman just came out and said that, yeah, we dated right after they broke up. This stuff is, like, genuinely insane. Guys, I don't know how I'm supposed to paint these guns. I don't know what they're supposed to be like. Yeah, and that chick last week was like, LOL, yeah, LOL, I lied. Yeah, isn't that fucking crazy? How could someone just go out of their way and just be like, oh yeah, by the way, I was just fibbing. I wasn't telling the truth. Lying is OP. Dude, it's true though, Hito. The worst part is that Johnny Depp is so, like eccentric and crazy on his own that people were thinking that Amber Heard was sane to a certain extent, so they were like, oh my gosh, it's probably Johnny's fault, it's probably Johnny's fault. And then, like, a lot of people were like, well, dude, no, it wasn't. Like, look at how all this stuff is, man. My friends were like that. I mean, I don't want to be like, I always knew he'd do that. Yeah, the thing is, Kelpie, you want to know the crazy part is that, like, a lot of people were like, yeah, true, really? Do you know him? Fuck off. True. Because a lot of people, even though someone's eccentric, right, doesn't mean that they're, like, genuinely insane. I don't know, man. Like, a lot of people were like, okay, he's kind of crazy, but whatever. Like, I'll tell you that when I went into that, I was, like, Team Johnny Depp because, like, content creators I liked were Team Johnny Depp, and other people were Team Johnny Depp. So I chose a side because it was fun during that time. But I was never, like, hateful over someone else that was like, oh, I believe Amber Heard. But then after a while, you were just like, fuck it. He had a fucked up childhood. I'd be crazy, too, if I went through all that. True! You look at the sad story of Michael Jackson, yo. Like, just imagine going through all this stuff. Like, I don't know, man. Yeah, I know, Johnny. I watched Edward Scissorhands 150 times. Dude, we're like besties. We go and we hang out at the pub. Like, Dude. Also, Kelpie, let's be real honest. We're VTubers. We're actually kind of crazy. Right? Like, no sane person is on the internet streaming as an anime avatar. So, did I tell you guys the thought that I had? I was talking to Heck about it the other day, too. Truth nuke? True. Did you guys know about I was thinking about for just chatting sections, I would have a thing. I'm thinking about having a thing that makes a sticky note. That would remind me what to talk about during certain things, because I would always forget, because I always forget about stuff. Fuck it, I'm ordering popcorn? Hell yeah, Hito. Cricket, you said I was first the same. I was like the same. I was started out as Team Johnny for no good reason other than it was Johnny. But then as it went on, I was blown away. Yeah, dude, I knew nothing about Amber Heard. And then you just hear stuff like she shit the bed. And I was like, oh. Oh. Okay. Like, it's like, oh my lord, it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing, dude? Like, they make jokes. Yeah, exactly, Cricket. It was like, alright, so I guess I made the right choice. It's like when you don't know a sport, and you just, like, you just choose a team. You're like, alright, I guess I'm... You know, I'm not a big football player, but football enjoyer, but I guess I'm gonna go choose the Giants. And you're like, man, I'm so glad I chose the Giants over the Jets. I used to be a Jets fan, by the way, growing up. I didn't even enjoy football that much, but I was a Jets fan. Because, like, you were either a Giants or a Jets fan in my area, and boy, did I choose wrong. But we're not here to talk about sports ball. We're actually here to talk about you, chat. Guys, I have this feeling in the back of my head. Have enough people played Baldur's Gate 3 already or enjoyed Baldur's Gate 3 content? Where if I do an inconsistent playthrough of Baldur's Gate, it's like good content. There could never be enough of Baldur's Gate? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I've played through the game once, I've never played through the game twice. But the problem is that Baldur's Gate's a long playthrough. That's why I wouldn't play it with other people, I wouldn't do other stuff, I'd just do it by myself and it'd be like a filler thing. I have not. You can be my guy. All right, Cricket. All right, I'll consider it. I'll consider it. It's just a hefty commitment. Baldur's Gate 3 is a big ask. I think I was playing like 2 playthroughs, right? The first playthrough I played through as a drow monk. Look at this guy. This guy's playing a male drow. Beat him up. That's what all the female drow say. Except they yell at you in slurs too, because you're playing a drow. Because you're a female drow or because you're a male drow in a female drow society. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Have you ever seen drow stuff? Drow lore is fucked up. Drow lore is very, very fucked up. Just saying. Honestly, my guy that I listen to for a bunch of like Warhammer lore and a bunch of other stuff, he has a D&D channel that he talks a lot about D&D stuff, and it's actually fantastic. Do you guys want me asking chat, hey chat, have you ever considered this? Hey chat, do you want that? And then I'm just like making all these plans that I don't follow through. Apologies ahead of time. Also, I keep painting, like, I should probably move my model to the other side because, like, I keep painting, like, right on top of where my model is instead of where, like, a normal place to paint is. That's alright. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, like, this like, relaxing painting session. I'm literally going to stop streaming, and then I'm going to continue painting. Nothing's going to be different, except I'm going to be watching YouTube in the background. Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. Never in... My God. Number 15. No, number 1. Dude, I found out that they were going to revive Codename Kids Next Door, and I was like, man, that's kind of sick. Unfortunately, I got to bail because my sister's back from camping, so it's Terraria time. Yo, Cricket, have a fantastic time playing Terraria. Thanks for stopping by. Super appreciate it. Have a fantastic time, dude. Enjoy that Terraria. Enjoy being, Yeah. Don't worry, Cricket. Look into it. It's not actually coming back. That's the spoiler of it. Yeah, no, it's not coming back. But you could see a bunch of cool stuff from it. You don't even know it, you poser, and proceeds to go into the first 2 minutes of the script. Dude, I have my paintbrush in my mouth. Like a barbarian. Cricket, have a fantastic time, dude. Thanks for stopping by. So, okay, so I'm looking to plan. She's now yelling, this is my brain rot. Well, someone has to rot her brain. So, okay, so one of the things that I want to do for this stream, I know we're doing Pal World on Tuesday. We might do more Pal World on Thursday based on, like, how Pal World on Tuesday goes. Because, like, honestly, I'm not going to lie, I really like playing Pal World. It's, like, it's the game that I have, like, set up ready to go. But, like, I just have not set it up locally. Like, because the problem is with Pal World, right? I want to play it, I want to go through and I want to do all this stuff, but, like, there's only so much time in my day to do it, and I don't want to, like, constantly replay Pal World. You know what I mean? Although I do want to play Super Battle Golf with the new stages with friends. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. Okay. Back had to update Twitch? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Hackball. Welcome back, welcome back. I'm very sad because it looks like my Demon Prince is, like, barely getting fixed. Dude, this thing is like an abomination how many times I had to glue it. I don't think it's staying on. I think I'm gonna have to send it to my buddy. He's gonna have to go upstate. He's gonna have to go to the farm, guys. I'm sorry. Poor Demon Prince. Speaking of which, I had to create a bot account for Twitch so that I could, like, start working on my stuff. And I ended up calling it, like, Spectre Demon, but like SPECTREDEAEMON. So Spectra, like Spectrum, and Demon, like Damon, like for... It's nerdy. I wish... That was very, very nerdy. I wish Heck or Xanis were here to appreciate that. If you know, you know. God, I hate Chaos Trim so much, guys. I'm just looking at this and I'm like, I'm gonna have to do trim in a little bit, and it's like paying taxes for all this stuff. I know the history of Daemons. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Kelpie. Again, I am very surprised that we've gone along this long, or we've gone on this long, but we're gonna keep going. If you're talking about them historically, no, I'm talking about Demon. Like Damon is in like computer, computer-based stuff, like what a daemon is for PC. But this is also a demon prince or a daemon prince. I went to my local card shop to get my rules book and walked out with a Vash tour. Corvin, congratulations for playing one of the coolest models in the game. Corvin fucking... Hey, Corvin, real talk. Since you are a model enjoyer and a painter, can this resolve real quick? Look at how cool this copper came out. This copper is a combination of like a so I did as a base coat because it doesn't need to be 100% applied evenly. Oops, bye Demon Prince. Has been like a lava orange into I'm using Vallejo True Metal. I don't know if you've heard about this stuff before. This stuff's kind of rad. And it's really hard to get a hold of. Like but hey, I'm walking here. Oh my lord, dude. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to do all this stuff. Corvin, you missed me using epoxy. I went and I did a whole tutorial on how I did my epoxy sculpt earlier. You know, all that other fun stuff. And then, you know, I showed off my noise. Oh, stuff fell. Showed off my noise marines, you know, like we're good to go. Corvin, you're the only person that'll understand this. Can we talk about something for a second? Can we talk about something for a second? I play Drakari as my main army, and then you know, EC's obviously my second army. You're fine, Corvin. You're fine. Can we talk about the fact that my fucking meta is all Gravis profiles? I'm playing against Thousand Suns, CSM, World Eater demons, like demons and World Eaters, and then demon, like just demons, and all this other stuff. If it can't die, it holds objectives. Yeah, everything is Gravis profiles. Like, and then like next is Monster Mash Nids. Do you know what kills those profiles in my army? Dark Lances. That I have like 3. Well, I'm talking about, well, Fulgrim. I mean, Fulgrim does kind of. Yeah, for Drakari. The answer is just like my my Scourges. My Scourges and like my boats. Yeah. Do you know that I mean, I guess, so I had to buy a second set of Incubi, and I can't even run the 10 brick. I have to split them up in, sorry guys, this is nerd talk. Apologies. Corvin and I, like, when Corvin and I barely talk to each other, but when we do, I have to nerd out with someone. And then my buddy who taught me how to play the game is playing, fucking Necrons, but he's playing fucking, like, Scorpic Lords. Or Scorpics, like bricks of Scorpics, bricks of Wraiths, all this unkillable shit. So everybody's playing just like not Horde armies. They're all playing just Gravis profiles and Terminator profiles. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm playing Witch Cult Drakari, so I don't get to play the game. Do you know? I mean, it could definitely be worse. I could be playing Guard right now. Corvin, I like that I said it as soon as your stuff came out. I don't even hate how the Art of War guys came off about it. I just hate that the Art of War guys weren't just like, yo, we see that they have a low win rate right now. We think that as the meta adjusts and guard players learn how to play it in this different profile, they'll be better. They'll be an A-tier army. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Right? Like, I feel like that they just didn't express where they were coming from properly. And, you know, that's the reason why the Art of War stuff got, like, real bad. You know, like, and I don't know. Whatever. I like the Art of War, guys. You've only found success running Steelhammer? Is that the tank one? I don't know Guard that well. Every other list I've been... Oh my lord, dude. That sounds terrible. I'm so sorry. I will tell you this. After I'm done building all these guys, I gotta build Chaos Terminator, or like, Terminators, which are terrible. Dude, at least Baneblades are sick models, though, right? The only Steelhammer list that has done really well is involved sucking my Shadow Sword's dick the entire game. I'm sorry, man. Could be worse. You could be GSC. You could be GSC. But, like, I feel like GSC players are just different breeds of people. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here. They have a better win rate right now? Dude, I mean, to be fair, if you want to play the best army in the game, apparently it's Imperial Agents based on win rate. That one guy did really, really well. So, Arzin, how would you feel if we got an MMO of Sword Art Online in our lifetime? Dude, I'd love it. I'd love it. I think Sword Art is so fun. I think everything in the world of Sword Art is so fun, man. I gotta watch more of it, but like right now I'm watching Mushoku Tensei because that just came back out. And my favorite anime, dude, one of my favorite anime is unironically, Only If It Behaves Like SAO. Dude, you shit your pants in the game, you shit your pants in real life. Let's go. You have a floor? Hell yeah. Hey, Corvin, how many people do you know that actually play WYSIWYG? I don't know why I brought up the weight. I need another base coat first. Also, apologies if I pronounced it wrong. I think it's WYSIWYG, right? What you see is what you get. Fucking zero, LOL. Even people at my local shops don't give a shit. As long as it's close. Dude, that's it. That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. I watch a lot of... So I subscribe to... You know, I'm a Drakari player, right? So, like, by law, I have to be subscribed to Scari's... WYSIWYG is what I've always been told. Yeah, I think that's probably right. I heard someone pronounce it WYSIWYG last week, and I'm just like, okay. Maybe they're just memeing. WYSIWYG. There you go. I was watching Scary talk about it, and Scary's like, yeah, you know, we play WYSIWYG because then you have to learn how to play different profiles, and like you have to learn to go with what you've got. I'm like, yeah, but I also don't want to spend. Just call them wussies if they use it. Maybe that's probably what it is. WYSIWYG. There you go. Look, you know what? People are allowed to have bad opinions, and I think what you see is what you get is really, really bad. Because, like, hold on. What's my buddy? My buddy's a Sisters player. Hold on. He sent me a message about this the other day. One sec. WYSIWYG is fucked up for Sisters. There are multiple characters that have specific loadouts that only come on versions of the model not sold anymore. And that loadout is just straight up better. You can have a canonist... You can have a canonist give the unit reroll ones to hit, but only if you give her a Rod of Office, which only comes in the old canonist model. And the priest only gives the Vindictor on the old one. Don't claim a Night Tyrant as a dog. True. 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 Dude, Kitsune, are you jorking it in chat? What the hecky, Becky? I have a guy that, my buddy, this same buddy is the same guy that plays Necrons, right? And he was like, yeah, I don't have another Heavy Locust Destroyer, so I just made one out of corkboard and spare sprues. Y'all straight up just jorking it in chat? Has my stream gone on that long that we're in jorking it mode? We're almost at 3 hours, guys. Have we actually talked about anything meaningful today? Do you guys want my anime opinions? Is that what you want? My last Necron list was Star Shatter, 12 Heavy Locust, and 3 Doomsday Arcs. Corvin, you're fucking crazy. That's awesome. That is so cool. Yeah, my buddy's like a huge Amentar fan. He's a huge Amentar fan. I will tell you this. The last time that I played EC on Tabletop Sim, right? I played EC on Yo, Corvin, or Kitsune, that looks really good. Hell yeah, dude. Last time I played EC on Tabletop Sim, I beat my buddies, or I nearly snuck out the game by taking his Shard of the Void Dragon and then just driving a fucking Chaos Rhino into it. And I was like, I'm just gonna hold you up with this Chaos Rhino. I have a World Eater list that's just 2 Kalos. Oh my god, Angron and 60 Cultists. I really want to run it. Dude, that sounds so fun. What the fuck? World Eaters are such a blast, man. Dude, I only started playing about a year ago. Right? Obviously learned through Tabletop Sim and then went through different armies on the table. It has been such a fun experience. I have a buddy that proxies the, the giant trees? Why is everything carpeted? I don't know. You know the giant trees from the Sylvanath Giant Tree Walkers, Corvin? My buddy runs that as a proxy as his Avatar Arcane. He's like, I just wanted it to be different and weird. And I'm like, okay, cool. It's on the same base, so it doesn't matter to me. Well, he put it on that base, so. Yeah, I mean, also, I think me and, 2 other guys out of, the 6 guys that we play with are the only guys that paint our models. They just come gray-faced, and I'm like, okay, cool. I had to 3D print a Defiler proxy. Because good luck being in the US and trying to get a Defiler. And EC is required to run at least one. Even after the points updates, just because, it's our best shooting unit by a mile. By a long, long time. You have 2 on order for your warriors? Do you have a local place that's just waiting for them to come in stock, and then as soon as they come in stock, you're buying it up? Because I've been talking to people that run stuff, and they can't, the distros are I don't know, we're probably never getting back to filers for a long, long time. I was tempted to eBay them, but, I'm not going to bother eBaying them. It's how the hell am I supposed to play? How am I supposed to eat my food without my Dr. Diet Kelp? I mean, for now, I'm just running Noise Marines, but, whatever. Not even a micro restock? Yeah, we're not getting anything close to that. They've had a bunch of micro restocks in the UK, though. Hell, you could probably still order it from the UK, but you're not getting it to the US. My local shop does orders every week, and if you ask them for something, they'll just keep asking. Yeah. We have places around here that do that for us, too. Chelsea does that, too. That's how I got Vashtor. I jokingly asked for it about 6 months ago, and they just came back in stock. If we pull up the... Hold on. Let's see what's in the back in stock thing for Warhammer. Hey, I held this behind the counter for you. That's very funny. That's very funny. Do you play CSM right now, Corvin, or are you planning to play CSM? Sorry, guys, I'm pulling up the Warhammer store while we're... Let's see what's back in stock online. Norn Emissary, Harspex... Corvus Blackstar. Hey, you could get Celestines. I bought the Iron Warriors Combat Patrol. Oh, dude, that's sick. That's actually sick. One of my favorite things is seeing stuff come in stock and then immediately go out of stock. See, like, I joke around that... We joke around in my local shop that, like, my final form is playing, like, guard. But I just don't like the aesthetic of guard, personally. It's just not for me. So, like, we say, like, you know, one day I'm just gonna roll up with my... I just dipped paint into a thing that wasn't clean. Let's go. Gross. We were joking around about, like, my final form being, like, a guard player. And I was like, dude, if I was ever to be a guard player, I would just play orcs, but with the guard rule. The guard army rule. The detachment rule that gives orcs the guard army rule or whatever it is. Because that's sick. That is actually very, very cool. Dude, imagine being an orc player and you were like, you got like more DACA like caused you to get nerfed into the ground. And then now you're just like coming out and you're like, all right, I wonder how this edition's going to treat me. And then like you come back into like, it's the, you know, like they do like, it's the summer of George. It's the summer of orcs. Okay. Feeling very proud of yourself right now. Kelpie, what are you doing? What'd you do? Guys, we've been distracted people with our nerd talk. Guys, I'm sorry. Let me talk about anime. Anime's sick. I love anime. Let's go. You made a Dewdrop redeem where it's just the Skyrim shield guy? That's sick. You have to ignore the fact that I'm fighting very hard to make so many of these different things. Dude, I played Skyrim a little bit in college, but I never really got into it. I'm very tempted. Is that something that you guys would watch? Would you guys watch me as a person that's never really played that much Skyrim play Skyrim on stream? Is that a good stream game? I never got into Skyrim? Yeah, same. So I'd be here for the vibes, not the game? Hell yeah. Chelsea, you'd say you would enjoy it? Alright. It's either that or Baldur's Gate. One of the two. That would be like a, I don't know what to do today. We're streaming this. You'd enjoy both Skyrim and BG? Well, the thing is, though, is that I've played BG a lot. Or I played BG. I played the heck out of BG 3. I think I would. It would be very, very fun to play BG 3 on stream. If I were to do it, I think what I would do is I would set up a time and I'd be like, guys, we're gonna do BG 3 today. So that people would know ahead of time. I am really enjoying Romeo is a Dead Man. I just don't know if it's a good stream game. I don't have much to talk to or react to. And as me being a yapping guy, kind of hurts to like not be able to yap that much during it. You know, like Baldur's Gate, there's plenty of stuff for me to yap to. By the way, I don't know why. Do you guys ever have stuff that just lives in your head rent free? Did you guys, I don't know who here's like a Doctor Who fan. One of the moments that lives in my head from Doctor Who is the guy in the library that goes, "Hey, who turned out the lights? Hey, who turned out the lights?" If you know, you know. Yes, I have Dragon Ball living rent-free at all times. I daydream episodes at work. Dude, Hackfall, that's so sick, though. I love Dragon Ball. Let's go. Dude, okay, so I was never, like, talking about Doctor Who, right? I was, like, never really, like, a big Doctor Who fan. But when I went to college, my friends were like, you need to watch My friends were, like, super into Doctor Who at college. And I was like, fuck it, I'll watch it, right? It was on Netflix at the time, or I pirated it, one of the two. I had gotten my wisdom teeth taken out. And not only did I get just my normal wisdom teeth taken out, I got all 4 taken out, right? And because I got all 4 taken out, I was like... Hold on one second. I remember the Doctor Who... Oh, I remember that Doctor Who library. It was at the library. Yeah. So, like, my friends used to be like, hey, you should really go see Doctor Who. Like, it's important that you watch Doctor Who. It's culturally impactful and like, you know, I want to talk about it with you. And I go, all right, fuck it. I'll go watch Doctor Who. So I went and I saw Doctor Who. I had all 4 of my wisdom teeth taken out all at the same time. Because I had to go under for something else. Oh my God. Do I tell you guys the horror story? Okay. Is there anyone here, before I go into the horror story, is there anyone here that gets freaked out by medical stuff before I tell this horror story? Me, I'm out. All right, Kelpie, I'll send you a message as soon as I'm done. Just mute. And then I will literally send you a message saying done on Discord. I don't even know if she muted. All right, I'll save it for another stream. So, Hackfall at Lady Kelpie, tell her we're not telling the story. No, we won't tell the story. I'll save it for another time. Okay. I just texted Kelpie. I'm like, no, never mind. We're not telling it. Come back, please. Come back. Okay. All right, now that Kelpie is back, so here's the story. I'm kidding. Dude, I hate that my superpower is just knowing random people. And, like, knowing people or telling cool stories about, like, how I met people. It is such a shitty thing. Because, like, just because I know someone or whatever, people... It is, like, the shittiest superpower to have. I don't know why I have it, and it sucks. I really hate, like, the ability of just being like, oh, yeah, I know this person. Oh, yeah, I've met this person before. But, like, I put myself into situations that, like, I do that. You know what I mean? It kind of sucks. I mean, it is what it is, right? Because, like, I'll tell a story about how I met someone, or how I kind of know this guy, or how I do whatever. And then people are like, wow, that's cool, but also you've met, like, everybody, so it doesn't matter anymore. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because I just get excited, and I'm like, I want to share that I met this person with you. And then people are like, is there anyone you don't know? Can you stop? Please just stop. And I'm like, oh, please no. Please no, I just want to tell this fun story. I don't know. People bully me too much. I'm just a... You're allowed to be excited, though? Adam, do you remember the story that I told? Do you remember when we went to oh God, where the Command Fest Philly, when I was guesting there and whatnot, and the S show that was there? You remember when I talked to Gavin the first time? Did I? It was the first time. I didn't go the second time. I only went the first time. Because the second time was when it changed to MTG Fest, and I just didn't go. Yeah. So guys, so this was a time where I was like super into Magic the Gathering. I guessed it at this convention. Right? And it was very fun. I got to see Adam. I got to see a couple other of like my MTG friends, because like we were all East Coast. And who was there? It was the guy, one of the bigger designers of Magic the Gathering at the time. And he came up with some of these really big cards. And I was talking to him, and I was explaining to him, and I'm like, dude, you gotta understand. And we were chatting about like engagement and game design and all this stuff. And he goes, well, yeah, we actually get a lot of our engagement from like Twitter and get feedback from people on Twitter. And I go, yeah, but just because people are vocal on Twitter about something doesn't mean that that's the way that you're supposed to go, right? And we were chatting about this. And I go, you guys got to do what's healthy for the game over what people on Twitter say, because you get a vocal minority that way. You know, and then we're talking about all this other stuff, and it's like a cool conversation. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, you know, you guys decide what you want to do. It's fine. Like, I'm not gonna, like, hate on y'all for, like, making these decisions. And then I bring it up to him, and I go, also, my friend wants a vocal apology that you introduced this game mechanic into the game because it's very parasitic and very bad. And he goes, all right. He goes, I apologize to your friend that I came up with this mechanic. And it was very funny. It was very funny, and I tell that story to this very day. So... Alrighty, guys. I think, even though I'm going to keep painting, I think we're kind of I'm running out of steam, right? It's been about 3 hours, almost 4 hours, or 3.5 hours. So I think we're going to get ready to call it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Hold on, let's move to just chatting screen for a little bit. Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord. Did you guys have fun today? Was this interesting? Was this different? I know that a lot of folks don't, you know, I know that this was something very... Hold on, let me move my thing so that I can... Oh no, I'm being moved! This was kind of like a productivity day for a lot of people, right? Like where you could just sit and chill out. Nothing huge going on, nothing whatever. I'm not bouncy and like super talkative like always. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of like chill, and we're just chilling. We're just being boys. We're just hanging out. And even the girls are being the boys for today. You know, I do have to make sure that I do 7 TV stuff, so I'll get that set up today for y'all. Yes, Adam, I'm not going anywhere. What's up? Oh, I have the gun off screen. You need to join the Discord. Well, let me throw the Discord in chat for people who don't already have the Discord. Give me 1 second. Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. Invite to server. Copy. We don't really talk as much. It's mostly... excuse me, I burped again. Holy shit. Twice in my day. I don't usually burp. I apologize. Oh, God. This is my social battery's out. I'm a fucking slob. I hate it here. Oh, gross. Guys, thank you so much for coming around today. I super appreciate y'all coming out. Today was like a kind of a low energy day, but still kind of high energy too. I had a lot of fun. I will see you guys Tuesday. I don't think I'm doing anything. Kelpie, keeper of my schedule, am I doing anything tomorrow? Are there any collabs tomorrow? Kelpie, am I busy tomorrow? I've never asked Kelpie to do my all that other stuff, so don't worry about it. But yeah, no, guys, that's about it. You got some new leverless for fighting games? Hell yeah. Dude, Kitsune, that was a 667 one. Good shit, good shit, good shit. You did a really good job with your stuff. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. We'll be doing more. Stuff. Yeah, Adam, I will let you know when I'm looking to do more stuff. I will hit you up for some fighting games. I know Xanis will probably be up for some tonight too, if you ping him as well. Guys, Discord is posted if you want to be a part of the Discord. I'll see you guys Tuesday. We'll be doing Power World Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. I will be doing Power World with Kelpie, Heck, Dex, Xanis, and maybe some other people. I'll ask some other people if we want to do a group thing. So I will see you guys later. Thank you so much. We're going to go find someone to raid. Does anybody know if... let's check and see who's online to raid into. I'm also doing this because my phone's dying. So... my buddy Yoshi is playing RimWorld. If you guys want to go say hi to my friend Iced Yoshi, let him know. He's one of those people that I've known forever. He is a good buddy of mine. Go say hi. He is not a VTuber, but he's just genuinely a good friend. I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, especially on a painting day. I appreciate you guys being around. If you guys are new to the channel and you have never, blah, blah. Oh my God, hold on. I gotta get, that sound is me slapping my face so I can get the last little bit of energy out here. Guys, if you're new to the channel and you haven't watched before, you haven't followed or all this other stuff, give a follow. I stream Tuesday, Thursday, plus 1 extra day a week. Also, on top of that, we will be back on Tuesday for some more Power World. Come hang out. Come join the Discord if you haven't joined the Discord. I'm gonna start doing more stuff in there too. And I'll take suggestions and other stuff too. Go say hi to Iced Yoshi. He's playing RimWorld. Good friend of mine. I've known him forever. I will talk to you guys soon. Have a fantastic night. Kisses.